you do it 4 times, right? You know.
All right, it's a 1 in 20 chance, or 1 in 5 chance every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'll waste all my key points doing that.
Here's the question: what happens to a
It's
creature that's flying when stunned?
I would assume they
They
fall.
they
That
drop a
was
certain amount of feet, but I don't
that
know
was
what
actually
that.
something I wanted to ask about. If you're
We
100
started
feet,
talking about it.
if you're 100 feet in the air and you start falling, and I want to cast like fly on you to save you, if you're too high, I didn't know, like, do I need to hold that spell, or like, because narratively, if these rounds are all in the same 6 seconds, you've got a lot of time to fall. So would I be able to basically react either out of initiative order or in some way? I guess on my
So
next turn, I would just have to cast it on you, and at that time, you would be 30 or 40 feet in the air.
it's so falling damages. Well, yeah, I don't know what the terminal falling speed is. Is it like
I
six
believe
well,
at the
60
beginning of your
feet?
turn, if you're falling, you fall immediately 60 feet.
Okay, that's what we guess was.
So
That sounds
so if
about
he gets
right.
thrown off, I would have a turn to
React.
cast it on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I would hold an action. Let me look. What's the range on the fly spell? Let me look. Is it a touch?
If it's a touch, then you ain't
Oh,
getting
it's a
that.
touch spell. That's not good.
Well, I also remember I
Wow,
also
dead.
have slow fall. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would
So
only suffer, like, if you're
6
falling from 100,
times
that takes away 80 of it.
6 3.
Or couldn't
If
you
I'm
fall?
what?
Could you
If
fall
I'm
a certain amount and then start slow falling within however many feet of the ground?
no, it's not how it works.
Okay.
It just takes like a reduction off of
I can take 30 points of falling damage.
and just
Oh.
take it off.
So theoretically, I could fall 300 feet as long as the roll for the damage was 1 every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not take any damage. So it's up to the mercy of the die.
Okay.
Actually, it actually maxes out at 20d6. So
This is when the Morning Lord's going to give you your divine wings. I'm going to
Right.
sprout your back.
Yeah.
That would be fucking sweet.
That would be cool.
So I have 30. Well, so I have 36 hit points and 9 temp. So that's 45. So I would have to take 75 points of damage to go unconscious from falling.
Oh, total? Yeah, because of
Yeah.
the slow fall.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's 1d6 per 10 foot, so you're. I think
all right. So I literally can't die from this height. If
Well,
as long as I don't
depends on
take
how
any
much
damage
HP
from
you
the
have left.
what?
at
No, I can't die from 100 feet.
Okay.
at 200 feet, average damage you'll take is 70, even. So
Okay. This is why we should just kill the fucking thing, and then I can get polymorph and do better. Oh, you're an actual, like, a real bird now.
Mm-hmm.
RDM.
Okay. No recap. We'll start off with Auric.
Show us your
Yeah,
face.
pretty much.
Yep.
I still can't see the battle map, so I'll just do my best.
Can you refresh?
I've refreshed like 9 times.
Are you like zoomed all the way like in on a white square?
I am not. There are still pretty well drawn lines everywhere, but it's just white. I also
Just
can't see the turn
gathering
order, so
steam.
I want to see his face.
Yeah, it's being screwy with me too. There we go.
we'll just try again.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see it. Fuck you, time.
Aha.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Menu loads right away, and then the actual map takes forever.
Your video feed's cutting out too. I think you're splitting your bandwidth up too thin.
Yeah, I think your internet.
Good freeze
sucks.
frame though.
Yep, he totally freeze framed right there.
There it is. Yeah.
Great.
Does anybody want a little nozzle you can put at the bottom of your toothpaste to make it look like Shrek's pooping on your toothbrush?
No, I
Say
don't.
that
Yeah.
again?
Where has that been all my life? Oh boy.
It's a-
Hi, Brad.
On my cell phone.
It's a very flattering angle of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very relaxed here.
I always hear that you're supposed to take selfies from the bottom up.
Yeah.
I do this. I feel stupid. I hate selfies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Love them.
I think
Well, the
you're.
good news.
I think you're looking at a crowd that doesn't take selfies.
Yeah. I see your mom put up the photos from yesterday already on Facebook. So that was fun.
I probably went up during dinner. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, Sherry.
Yeah.
Where did Sherry Fitz go?
Facebook guru.
How's your pee paw?
Do we want to recap?
We fought the dragon a little. Got it.
We did a lot of plotting and then we did some fighting.
Some scheming. And then it all went to shit.
For
And here we are.
Work's turn,
Almost
He is
kept the
going-
vocal up.
he is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Smart.
Oh, fuck, I need my dice.
I'm rolling in a brand new dice tray, so if you all die, it's Aaron's fault.
What?
Katie, don't throw things.
He rolled an 8 on his D8, so
No.
that's great.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
Hey, would it be
He
funny
gets 10
if
health
I
back.
showed up on your screen and then I went over to my mom's
Good
house
job,
and
Rick.
on that
You did
screen?
that last week. It was funny, but it wouldn't be funny again.
Would it be?
And
I'll just ask you so-
that's his turn. He's staying there. Temp HP, please.
Yes,
Money,
sir.
Money, please.
He gets 11 temp HP.
Hell yeah. He's feeling a lot better now. Ooh wee, you're on a dragon.
Yeah, I am. So I would like to use my movement to crawl where I think he can't grab me off. So maybe like right like at the base of his neck, maybe from where I am.
Okay.
So whatever amount of movement that is, and then I'm gonna start my sword. You know, I'm gonna use my sword to like climb. So I'll just say like cinematically, I'm using my sword to like stab him, attempt you know the hits on him while I'm making this move towards his neck.
Oh.
All right. So the first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Stunning strike. Cough, cough.
I'd have to do the stunning strike after I do the damage.
Yeesh.
Is
It's.
it even worth doing? Oh God, Barlos.
I mean, yeah, it's worth. I think it's worth attempting. Oh man, that should be
I
up.
don't know.
So that's 8 damage.
Going on.
That'll do stunning strike.
Okay.
A DC 14 Constitution save.
That is a 22.
Second strike with my little stabby. That is good. 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. I will spend a key point to flurry of blows. And as I'm doing so, strike my little knuckles up, baby.
Nice.
So let me pull that up. So that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So it is a D6 plus D4. I'm using the other one. You kind of suck. Okay, nice. 7 plus 5, so 12 damage. Do you need me to separate the bludgeoning and fire at all?
No.
Okay. And then I'll make my second hit. Oh wait, stunning strike.
Okay. That is 22 again.
And 25 to hit.
That hits.
And not as good. 9 damage. And I will attempt to stunning strike.
That is a 28.
Yep. He passed it by 2. Like double.
I thought you meant just 2 points. Like,
oh no. He passed it by double the DC.
If he only had a 26, he would have failed.
And that's the bird's turn.
Okay. Whisper.
Okay. So I'm gonna do steady aim
Okay.
and shoot at long distance. So it'll be a straight roll, but a
Nice.
sneak attack anyway because he is currently engaged with an ally.
You could say that again.
Hell yeah.
So engaged. I'm rolling 2 dice. I just said it was a straight roll. And that's gonna hit 18 plus 8, 26.
That does hit.
There you go. 28 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And then
Chug.
I'll take temp HP, please.
Oh, yes. No. Wait, yes.
And just as a refresher, hero points are a d6 to attack roll and just any roll besides damage.
Back roll,
Save and throw and ability check.
So like any kind of check to like make it
So.
DC kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 for the temp for
Okay.
Ulrich.
It is Dragon's turn. Actually, at the end of your turn, he's going to legendary action wing attack.
Uh-oh.
And he is going to fly 40 feet. Where's my measurement tool?
See anything, but I do like that direction that he's going in.
Oh no. Jerry! Oh boy!
Is he still 100 feet up, or?
He sure is.
Yeah.
Okay, and now it's his turn. And
Oh boy.
he is going to fly another 80 feet in that direction.
East?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Off the map.
bitch.
Shit.
How many feet that way?
Another 80 feet. So he would have gone.
Well, where Uwe is, and then another.
So what?
So
crap.
you would be at this point about 30 feet away from the edge of the forest.
And then 100 feet up still.
Yep.
One sec.
Okay. I mean, I can't. It's not my turn, so I can't do it.
100,
And for his action,
120. Ah, crap.
yeah, let's do that. For his action, he is going to move the additional 30 feet to where he is beyond the forest line, and then descend 50 feet as he continues east into the forest.
Okay, so I'm inside the forest and 50 feet up.
Yeah,
Okay.
And like 130.
you are right above the treetop line, I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that's 110 feet from where he was.
Sure.
20 feet, 40, and then an additional 80.
Yep.
He's below the tree line now.
Just above.
He's like right at the tree line, 50 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Crap.
I mean, I just, it's not my turn, but I'll definitely try. I'll jump off before the forest, I guess.
It's Grim's turn.
Can you do it sooner?
Grim, you are stabilized but still unconscious.
All right.
Good turn.
Thanks.
Jerry's turn.
I'm stabilized. Can Tava take an action?
You can't command her, so I would say no.
Oh, I do have a question though. Because I thought about this last week, but I was dead, so I couldn't do anything. So we established when we were traveling that because it's a Chainmaster Pact familiar, that Tava could cast more spells, which is how she cast Prestidigitation.
80 feet over.
In that same vein, if she cast a spell that used an attack roll, could I use a bonus action to attack again through her?
I don't understand the question. Say it again.
So
She has her own round.
She has her. She doesn't have her own round. She moves on my turn, but I have to use a bonus action to allow her to attack. But outside of combat, you said that I could use.
Oh boy.
All right, what's the last thing we've heard you say
Yep.
was use?
Mm-hmm.
I think
God
basically he
damn it,
wants to know
okay.
if he can cast a spell through Tava and then use his bonus action to have her attack as well.
Hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda, yeah.
I hate this. All right. So out of combat, I used Prestidigitation through Tava to melt the snow into rain. You said that I could do that because she's a Pact of the Chainmaster familiar, so she can use typical spells, not just touch spells.
Well, you're still casting the spell, not Tava.
Correct. But it would count as an action for her for my bonus action. So in combat, when I use my bonus action to allow her to take an action, if I cast a spell, instead of having her use her sting attack, she would just use a spell attack.
No.
Because then
Okay,
you're casting a
that's like
spell
a-
with your bonus action.
Right, but I'm casting my spell through the familiar, which I would have been doing as an attack anyway. Attack would take the same amount of time, theoretically.
I
But
think
it
you're.
would give you the option to cast 2 spells in a turn.
Oh,
which is
100%.
against the rules.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that can't be allowed.
when you're casting a spell, you're still casting it through Tava. So like you're still taking time to cast it as a character.
Right. Yeah, but the specific rule outweighs the general rule if something can make sense with a
I would
caveat
say
like that.
if you can quicken a spell and you still can't cast 2 first or higher level spells per turn, that shouldn't be allowed.
Gotcha. I will continue being stabilized but unconscious.
Good move.
Jerry's turn.
I will cast magic missile at first level, and it's gonna be great.
Can you reach that far?
Yep, I did the right triangle calculator. He is 94 feet away,
Okay.
and that is 4, 4, and 1. 12 damage, force damage.
Nice.
Jerry, thank you for, or Aaron, thank you for doing that math for me because I was desperately trying to figure out if I
Yeah.
got to where you were, 30 foot,
Yep.
what that range was.
Oh yeah, I've got the triangle thing pulled up.
So I have one Hail Mary.
Hi,
One Hail
Brad.
Mary, says the cleric. Hilarious.
I know. I wish I had Guiding Bolt, but I don't.
It is Elle's turn. I'm gonna go pee since he's not in at the moment.
Ah!
I'm still going pee, so.
Yeah. Good. Now I can talk about my idea. So
Okay, go.
he is from where you're at, Aaron. He's 94 feet. Correct?
Yep.
So I can move 30 foot, get pretty much parallel to you, a couple spaces over.
Yeah.
He's
Which
gotta
would
be
add
pretty
like
fucked-
4 feet on the triangle on the length.
Yeah. So he'd be at 98 feet. So he's got to be fucked up, right? Or at least to the point where he doesn't want to fight us.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
the
guessing he's
highest-
not close to death, but I'm guessing he got hurt.
We got him scared a little.
My only
What a
idea,
bitch.
and I don't know if I can roll high enough necessarily for it, is I could try to cast a third level sleep, which has a 90-foot range and it's a 20-foot radius bubble. So I should theoretically be able to hit him with it.
put-
Ui's gonna make that a big problem.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna go to Ui's hit points first if his are
Yep.
higher.
Which I'm sure.
But oh fuck, he's after me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Well, I go. Oh,
I mean, you could ready an action to do it.
Yeah, because
wait
I
until he
would have.
jumps off.
If you'd gone
Ooh,
before me,
that's
I
a
would
good
have just hit
idea.
him with fireball on the way out.
I will say this: probably with the dragon's momentum, he'll still fall in the forest. So, would we want to go into the forest?
If he's asleep, yeah, take that gamble.
There are definitely other things in the forest that
Yeah.
are probably bad. Just FYI. I
I'm
mean,
just so the thing
Send
with
Taba
sleep
in.
is that it starts at 5d8, but then every level it's another 2d8. So I'd roll 98. I can hold the action if Ui were to jump.
I mean, he's going to jump once he hits the tree line.
Yeah. Just waiting for a clear shot at that.
So you're
point.
an average of 40 with
So if you're
98.
right there,
Yeah.
maybe you could try to jump away from the dragon to take away the momentum and fall right at the tree line. He's flying pretty
gonna-
quick, but
Yeah, it is.
Dive, baby bird.
Spread your wings.
Yep.
Build that cape. Really would just love the idea of Ui falling like a flying squirrel. Whee!
That'd be awesome.
Right into a fucking tree, though, right? Fuck!
Okay, it's Elle's turn. What you doing?
You're muted, by the way, Brad. El Mito. Oh, there you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the top of the rock, grappling and dashing, using all my movement. The priests, I'd like to do a check for if they're involved with the blood magic that kind of like Ui mentioned. I think it was Ui who looked up. I know Ragna also observed the moon, that it was blood magic, or typically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I have that information, or L does. I guess I want to observe if there's symbols on there. You know, out
Go
covered.
ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Investigation.
I don't remember if I explicitly said it, but Ragna would have definitely shared that information.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we did.
Um, 11.
A lot of the iconography that you see on these people are pretty obviously draconic. The masks that they wear have dragon-like horns on them. There's dragon wings on the lapels of their black robes. There's no real indication of blood magic here.
Okay. Um, well, while I was investigating, did I notice anything useful? Possessions or
They would all have. I forgot their stat block. Hang on. Didn't pull it up because they were all dead.
How dare you?
They would all be carrying a mace. That's about it.
So 3 maces.
it's like a simple, basic mace?
Yeah, nothing too outrageous. You would guess that when you travel with a dragon, generally you don't have to take a whole lot.
And if you have a lot, he'll probably take it from you. Because he's a dick.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any form of healing, so I guess that's basically my turn. All right.
Ragna.
All right, I have a crazy idea, DM. First off, I would like to move 30 foot. Super crazy. I know.
Outrageous.
I don't know what to say, honestly.
I don't remember where I was at, but I don't know if you were in my bubble or not, Al.
He was not.
Okay. So
He's not.
the lovely math that Aaron just did. It was 94 foot to where the dragon was, correct?
Yes.
So I have a spell that has a 90 foot range, and it makes a 20 foot. Let me double check. I believe it's radius. Creatures within 20 foot of a point. What you choose. It shows a sphere. I'm assuming, but it actually doesn't say. Well, even if it was
It's within 20 feet of a point, so that would be a sphere.
Okay, so it is okay. Yeah, it shows a sphere. It's weird because a lot of the verbiage usually says sphere or
Yeah.
So, anyways, I have 90 foot range, a 20 foot sphere. Is there any way? So theoretically, I could hit the dragon with this spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Is there any way that I could tell where Uwe is on the dragon, or is he just that far? Like, he's probably pretty small, right? Like, I don't think I mean, I have good eyes, but I don't know if the.
I don't think you'd be able to see me because I'm on his back.
Yeah.
And like centered on his back, on the back of his neck. So I'm probably totally obscured.
also in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it'd
Low
be
angle.
above. So the dragon have. Yeah, dragon have feet, right? They got like little tootsies.
Hmm.
Yeah, they have legs and arms.
Ale?
The spell is.
You're probably just catching his tail anyway, right? The way he's flying.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, you could just grab his tail.
Can
He's a
I
huge monster.
Yeah. Can I cast a spell so I just catch his tail? Because I mean I don't know exactly where Uwe is, but I'm assuming he's not on his tail, right? Like he's not just fucking whipping around.
Maybe.
That would be funny.
I think you'd be able. How wide does his tail? I don't think his tail's wider than like 3 feet, right? Yeah.
Okay.
That's a giant tail.
Well, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna try and cast it on his little fucking whippy tail, more towards behind the dragon.
Okay.
And I am going to cast a 3rd level sleep.
Okay. I would like you to make an intelligence check to perform all that math on the fly.
Yeah, I'm real good at this, guys.
I remember when I had to do that.
You have hero points, remember?
That's a good thing you said that because I rolled a 6. I'm pretty sure my intelligence is -1. So,
Is a hero point going to help you?
but I mean, maybe. I mean, I gotta try. I gotta try, right?
Yeah, I guess.
This would be a thing a hero would do.
Realizing that this is potentially a last chance to. I don't even necessarily know if deal a final blow or give an opportunity to Uwe to escape. Knowing that Uwe is not that it really matters. Like if it was anybody, if it was even poor old Grim was on the back of this dragon. Ragnar would try to reach out, save the lovable guy. But feeling a connection with Uwe, with him being, in touch as far as divinity goes, there's kind of an extra spark there, and she's gonna try and extend her. I don't know. I guess just have faith that it's far enough.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'll accept faith.
+1.
Here's the one, guys.
Faith +1.
Yeah, faith.
Could actually be a modifier.
2. Now I have another question.
Yeah.
So the total for that was only 7 with faith.
Okay.
I just looked at my screen and I have inspiration, but I have to call inspiration before, don't I?
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
That's actually a luck point too.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does that work?
Just
Is
roll
it just
it
a
and you
reroll?
take a new roll.
Do it, but you take the new one.
You have to take it, yeah.
Well, I don't think a 7's gonna cut it, guys. So
Yeah, I would try.
I'm gonna
May
reroll.
as well just go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 10. That's a 10. I rolled a 10 on the die.
Total of 11.
Total of 11.
So could a
Okay.
slightly above average intelligent person do something like that?
Well, here's the thing, really. It was a pretty low DC because what you're trying to do is literally just the range of the spell, as far as it can possibly go. Not hard,
True.
not hard to do that. So it was a 10 DC. There was a lot of explanation and talk in there that honestly, you're just throwing it as far as you can in that direction. So still hits. So that is how
Alright.
many hit points worth of sleep?
I will roll it in d20, but it is
98.
Yeah, so base level is 5d8, and then for every level up, it's another 2d8. So we have. Ooh, I can just do the whole thing where I just click a d8 like 9 times, right?
Or you can do /R.
Wow.
98.
Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. But
Just do the
You wanna keep
advanced roller.
those?
Yeah,
You
do
want-
the advanced roller, and then you can press 8. Yeah.
Those are some bad rolls, buddy.
Jeez.
5 and a 7.
So my roll 20 just came up as you rolled those. Holy
Uh-huh.
shit, those are horrible.
No,
That's
a
really
D20.
good. Oh, that was 18
I was-
20. I'm
I
like,
was
wow,
like-
that's a good
I was-
roll for that.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get it eventually. 9d8. Okay, there you go.
Oof.
That's pretty.
That's rough.
That's actually not much below average, right? Well, it was an effort.
Is he
What's
within 33 points of unconsciousness?
He is
not.
not.
I would doubt
Okay.
Damn.
But
No,
his tail falls asleep mid-flight. It gets real tingly.
it. It's just knocking against the trees.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
Yeah, good thinking.
Shit. I also healed at the beginning of my turn. I healed. If you will allow me to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would also get
Jerry heals
There you
too.
go.
a temp roll if
Bye,
it's
Uwe.
higher.
Yep.
Jerry, you also heal 3 hit points, and you got 11 hit point temp. Not that
I'm
it
good with
probably
that.
matters much now. But
No, I had 7 before, so it makes a difference.
Great.
Ragnar will curse.
Oric's turn. He actually has a view on Grim from here. He'll use double movement to get over there. Still not enough to actually get there.
Also 4 feet.
These Dumbo legs.
That's as close as he can get. Maybe next turn. Ooh-wee.
It is
You're on a
Oryx have
dragon.
hero points.
He's descending.
Andrew,
Oric does not have hero points.
Andrew,
So-
you roll
He's not
fucking
here.
one.
So
Yeah.
he descended. Is he
Yeah,
descending
that's
straight
pretty good.
down? So there wouldn't be momentum to carry him into the forest?
Oh no, there's much momentum. He's descending on an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Did Venom Fang do the thing that birds do when they want to dive quickly and like go upside down?
Not yet.
So I'm gonna yell out to the dragon as loud as I can and say, "This isn't over." And I'm
Yeah.
going to run off his back towards
You could
out
attack
of
him
the forest
first.
ways.
Attack him, then jump off.
Oh, I could do that.
Stunning strike.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna attack him before I do that.
With hero points.
May
Okay.
as well. You can bonus move, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, try and stun him again. Why not?
I could spend a key point to do that. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Stab him with my sword.
Bitch.
It's better. 11 damage.
Nice.
And again.
Carlos, are you just sitting really still? Okay.
Does 19 hit?
All right.
19
I'm just
just
here
hit.
for the show, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 14 damage. I'll light up my. Oh, no, I can't do that. All right. Fuck.
Stunning strike?
I guess I just rated. That'd be fine. I'll try it. I'll just try one last stunning strike.
Okay.
DC 14. Constitution.
That is a 14.
God damn
That's
it.
close.
But he's got Bane on him, so he's got
That
he's got
would've
11
been awesome.
resistances anyway, actually.
Yeah, I know. I'll light up my fists again. and give him one punch. One punch. Yeah, that'll hit 22.
Yeah.
6 and 4. Oh, that was a really good roll. 9 plus 6, so 15 damage
Good
with my
hit.
punch. And then I yell out, "This isn't over!" And I'll classic. And I'll run off the back.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna say that he
Mhm.
gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that is interesting.
That's
But his
fair.
tail's asleep.
Would he get an attack? I mean, I'm running on it. I'm just gonna make a case for myself. I'm running off his back and jumping away from him as he's flying forward.
With momentum, as previously
So
discussed.
so I'm running off his back this way as he keeps flying that way.
You don't think he could hit you with his tail?
It's asleep.
It's asleep.
You did say I was asleep.
Can you move your arms when they're asleep?
No.
Not with any
Yeah,
sort of
but you
control,
have to
I
move like
guess.
your whole body. Yeah.
Well, not with your hands and stuff.
Or they got the paralyzer.
No,
As
you're getting hit.
I was gonna say, as much as I love the idea that his tail is asleep, it definitely would not have done that. Actually,
Maybe
You
at
just gotta-
disadvantage.
Yeah. Attack of
Just-
opportunity at double disadvantage because of
if you would have
The
led
sleep
with
tail.
that, if you would have led with disadvantage, maybe.
So tail attack is 25 to hit. Or
He's gonna fucking baseball bat swing you back to us.
20 bludgeoning damage as you leap off his back. And you are now descending into the trees, so
How far am I in the forest?
you'd be what, 50 feet deep?
I don't know. I was asking.
I mean,
you.
we said that this map was 100 feet away from the forest before we started this encounter.
So how far would he been?
He would
How
not
far
be the
did
tree
you-
line yet.
I believe we said it was 80 feet.
You said
80.
you were.
I think it was
so
80
you're right
feet.
at the line.
Number 80.
So I would think if he's flying at what 80 feet a turn, and you're flying and you're running at what 45 feet a turn.
How many feet did he go off the map?
So from his last position, which was right,
He's 60 feet away from the map.
Here.
it was right here. So I haven't moved his token.
Okay.
He moved 80 feet to the right, and then an additional 80 feet to the right.
Oh,
So 160. So he did 35 plus 60, so 95. Okay, yeah. So I'm 65 feet into the forest. Okay, so I
so
would
you
have
haven't fallen yet, though,
Hold on.
right?
No, but
You're just
I'm gonna
mid
do
leap,
5.
mid hit.
So it's difficult terrain of movement on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 feet to move to the back of him, and then I'll jump. How far is jumping distance?
Triple your strength modifier, something like that, or double. I don't know, double.
I thought it was like a third of your speed, movement speed.
Oh no.
Okay, well I'll jump as far as I can back towards the tree line. So I'll look up jump. Jump.
I'm astounded at how technical this fight has become.
Hey,
it is quite a procedure, huh?
it's important. Let's see, movement position, breaking up, difficult
Apparently
terrain,
he's moving all over
prone.
the fucking map. So he was not 60 feet off the map
Fine.
like we said so earlier.
Somebody might have
So
just
the whole round that we had with Ragnar and Jerry wouldn't have happened because he was further than you said he was.
8. Special limit between attacks.
The whole point of him flying east was to get into the forest. That's why
Sure.
he was going that way.
Sure.
Whoa.
Okay.
Fuck did I miss? Did he fly back? Am I crazy?
No.
Okay, he's just on the map.
Yeah, he brought his token back to show his last location.
I gotcha.
So when he made his descent, he was right at the forest line, basically. So Uwe jumping off his back, I thought, was right at the forest line.
He also went down 50 feet as well. So he didn't move 160 feet straight.
Because I thought he used his
okay,
legendary
so-
action to move from the left side of the map to where he is on his token.
Right.
And then his next turn, you said he flew 80 feet east to the tree line and then 50 feet down. So I thought when Uwe jumped off his back, he was at the tree line. And that's why I could still hit him with a magic missile.
He said he was moved 50 feet. He's descending 50 feet down.
Well, at an angle, like 80 feet over, 50 down, so he's doing a dive.
Yeah.
But he's still at the tree line when you jump.
I don't think so.
That's what I thought. He didn't make any more movement, or he did. I don't know.
I think he's further than what you guys thought. But
Isn't the magazine in here?
I just looked at the arrows and was 60 that way and then 50 foot up. That's what I was thinking.
I wrote it when we were discussing it when he moved in the first place. That's why I wrote it down.
Okay.
So he's further into the forest and not just at the tree line.
I mean, it's just just I guess make a ruling, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I would think just because of how fast the dragon is moving, he would go into the forest, but by like 15 feet, like just barely in, but not
I can
60.
I can jump 15 feet from the dragon. Just FYI, my jumping or long jump. That is.
I mean, as far as the turns go too, like if I mean, it would have still been relatively close. Like as far as like, my action went, like Ragnar realistically still would have tried to cast a spell even if it didn't have any effect, which it didn't anyways. But I'm not super concerned about losing my turn. That was, if there was a distance differential.
Well, it might matter if Uwe dies.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I missed that part.
Well, he's only
I said
falling
he-
50 feet, so odds are
yeah.
he'll absorb all of that.
Well, yeah, 50 feet's not bad. It's only 5d6.
So yeah, he's gonna save it.
So from
Yeah.
his position on the map, he would have moved 110 feet to the right and 50 feet down to maintain a height of 50 feet.
So he would be 65 feet from the edge of the map, or 75 feet from the
So
edge of the map.
110.
So he would not be in the
Minus-
forest yet.
He would not.
But he would be damn close.
The edge of
Are
this
you
map,
sure?
from the edge of this map, we said it was 80 feet to the forest.
Yep.
35 plus 80, so it'd be 115.
So he's 5 feet from the line
Yes.
when you jump.
Okay. I was just I'm doing. It doesn't matter where I am. I'm doing the same thing. It
Yeah.
just matters for you
So
as a
how
DM where I
scientifically
land.
do you
yeah.
want to take momentum into account and having to run against the dragon's forward speed to where he'd either be like just in the forest or just out?
Like running on a treadmill.
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm
Oh,
fine. I'm fine no matter how it's ruled. I'm just jumping off this bitch.
That's a lot, but I mean, I'm also terrible at math, so it's just like you just always fuck momentum. You just go straight down. As soon as you jump, you just go like a lead ball. Ooh, he's made out of lead, right?
Like, I think if you're trying to be hyper realistic, the momentum would still carry him slightly into the forest. But if you're doing it like gamey, he would technically be able to not go in yet.
Yeah. No, I get what you're
I
saying.
wouldn't. I don't
like you
care
said
either
earlier,
way.
it's all happening at the same time.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I could have. Right. I would have been like
You
stabbing
wouldn't
him
have
and
waited until
running
the
back.
bottom of the dive to do all this to jump.
Right. Correct. All right, DM.
Jump off the back. Whisper's turn.
Yay! Don't I immediately fall? 60 feet.
You said at the start of a turn is when you fall, right?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Aaron, I need your Pythagorean calculator.
All right, I'll pull it up.
Fucking do some fucking ninja shit.
All right. What do you need?
Oh, I was wrong. You do not fall 60 feet in a round. You fall 500 feet in a round.
500 feet.
Oh, damn.
What is that? Once
Yes.
you hit, is that once you hit full momentum though?
In the world of D&D 5e, you will fall 500 feet in 6 seconds, assuming, of course, you do not hit the ground before then.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
That's probably one of those things like it's shockingly realistic to life, and it's just counterintuitive to what you would think.
Oh,
all right.
actually,
So what
I
do
think
you?
you do take your fall damage on this turn. Let me find it.
you
Okay.
don't have Featherfall, do you, Jerry?
No.
I'm fine. Don't worry about
Trust
it.
me. Next time
I'm
you
only-
go to the mask, that's spell number 1.
I'm 50 feet up. He, what? It's 5 times 6. He,
So
Yeah,
you're
so I can't.
you're gonna
you don't
cancel
you
it no
don't
matter
need,
what.
you don't need a roll. Yeah.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron.
Yep.
I'll superhero land and activate my capability.
Oh, I'm definitely out of range anyway. Never mind.
Okay.
Just take a shot at long range.
So he's 50 feet up from your position,
and
and
100.
he is what? How far?
He's out of my first range anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14 plus 8, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Shoot him up the butt.
10 points of damage. Right in his little sleepy tail.
Shoot it at his butthole.
He doesn't feel it because his tail's asleep.
My butthole.
It's his turn. He is dipping into the trees
Okay.
and disappears into the forest.
One me, you pussy!
He is out of sight.
He is.
Okay.
It's weird too. As soon as he enters the forest, it's almost like you just completely lose sight of him. Weird how that happens.
Okay, so Jerry is going to turn to Ragna and immediately ask her to start setting up a dome in case he returns.
It is Grim's turn, who's still just napping. Jerry, it's your turn.
I'll do what I said.
Set up a dome.
I'll
Hell, your
do
turn.
what I said.
Just did it again.
Do you have Dimension Door into a dragon? L? 'Cause that'd be fun.
No. No,
Doing
maybe
anything?
next
Just hanging
next
out
level.
with the bodies up there.
I don't have any kind of ethereal stuff, but
There's a chest there you can check. It's probably empty, but you can at least check inside.
up on top of the rock,
Yeah.
I'll grab up the 3 maces and check the chest.
There is no chest.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Positive?
I don't
I
know
don't
what
remember
chest
that.
you were talking
Yeah.
about.
It was like
Um,
I was just going with what you said.
I'm probably remembering from the first time we fought him.
However, do I
Yeah,
see that
You do have
dagger?
3 maces.
Okay, thanks. Do I see that dagger that I missed?
Make an investigation check.
All right, investigation.
Don't
Nine.
worry, guys.
Nope. Don't see it.
Hmm,
Must have sailed off random direction.
Okay.
Ragna,
What did you search for?
I threw a dagger at one of the priests earlier.
Oh, gotcha.
Movement and hang out with these guys. And no, I didn't find it, but I used a dagger, missed a priest earlier in the fight. Ending my turn.
Ragna's turn.
Ragna is going to pointedly look back at Grimm's direction and then start casting Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Okay.
Start
Oric's
casting
turn.
what? Oh, the bubble.
He's gonna finish running over here, and he is going to use one of his remaining Leon Pool HPs and restore you to 1 health.
That's enough.
Nice. Love that.
Just a little kiss on the cheek.
Where's he at?
Does L get any healing at the end of his turn or anything from Ragna's?
Temp.
It's at the beginning of my turn. Did you move forward to me at the beginning? I didn't miss that.
I was just before you, so
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't
if
in
you're
it, but now I am. So once it's your turn.
Yeah, so you go before me. So if you were within 10 feet of me, you would get, including Jerry.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think how many times I've done this. I've only done it 3 or 4 times now. 4 hit points. Everybody gets 4 hit points.
Yay.
Doing great, guys. Doing fucking great.
You want to try and roll me a 12 real quick?
Yeah, I'll try and roll you and Wispy and L. Let's see. First one, Wispy 10. Jerry 8.
Okay.
L 11 10.
Okay.
And then if we get out of turn order, we can figure out what's
Well-
Yeah, we can go out of turn order, I suppose. There's no present enemy.
Uwe's gonna walk back, but keep like watching the forest and listening.
Yep. So Jerry's gonna take note of when the dragon descends. He doesn't disappear above the trees when he hits the line. It's only when he gets the top of the trees that he disappears or seems to vanish.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to gauge if there's like a vertical wall of Feywild. If you fly into it, are you in it?
almost like if there's like a bubble or like some type of
Or
superficial.
just like a wall, is it a wall that extends up into the sky, or is it just the trees and that's it? So, all right.
Baby bird, come here.
Yeah, get everybody.
How far
in
was
here.
away? Yeah,
I'll message over to them to come here.
I'm looking around. Do I see Grim?
Nope.
I'm gonna go look for Grim.
That's
Found him.
Hey, there you are.
Is he still unconscious?
No, Oric just brought him
No.
back.
Okay.
I'm still
Oh,
just
you're gonna
like
spare the
laying
dying?
underneath the-
Oric would help you up, give you the hand up, and say, "Welcome back to the fight, brother."
I'll say thank you, and I will put 6 ball bearings in his hand.
What's your god's name?
The god is actually
Erithus.
Arathis, but he
Arathis.
calls him Erithus.
Erithus, okay. Erithus thanks you.
Yeah, I'll put 6 ball bearings in his hand and say thank you. Erithus be with you.
And
Will
with
very
your spirit.
confusedly add 6 ball bearings to his inventory.
Jerry will continue messaging them. Hey, gather round.
I did
We
a
will
quick
gather
think.
around.
I did a quick think, and I had I assume it'd take another turn for everybody else to get here, but
Ooh, I have
had-
temps.
yeah. So I had before the top left group moved in, I had already rolled 6 of the sensor rolls, or sorry, not 6. I had 6 left. I had rolled 4, so it lasts for a minute. And then also, I think I casted the bubble, the big bubble, at least 2 rounds, maybe 1 or 2 rounds before it. So if anybody wants to just roll, if you roll a 6 on a d6, you get that plus 6. So if you're trying to max out your temps, you have I don't know 4 or 5 rolls maybe.
Oh,
that sounds about right, DM.
I rolled a 1.
Sure.
Out of 12.
You're 5.
Yep.
4.
So
Nice.
yeah, pretty much it's a d6 plus 6. If you can roll a 6, then you get a gold maxed out for your temp. As far as the healing goes, if it matters, I don't think it really matters for, well, maybe for L because he was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I rolled a 6. I didn't understand how the healing works.
That was the
So
10
that-
hit
that was
points,
the 10.
right?
Yep. So
You have 12
L,
total.
I would say, well, who's it? L, Whisper, and Jerry were there initially for the sensor, and then another round, I'd say, until everybody got back, maybe 2 rounds. I can't.
If we
tell
were
you're
just
thinking
moving, it would take
probably
2
2
rounds for me to get
Okay.
back.
Especially
Okay.
with me, if I message them and stuff, that would be at least 2 rounds, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, so those original 3 would probably get the last 6 sensors, and then the other 1, 2, 3, and Tava, if Tava's hurt, would get 4.
Is Tava hurt or dead?
Tava's alive. Tava's great.
Oh.
So,
Oh, yeah, 'cause she had to sit there because he couldn't use a bonus action.
all right, I'll do the first 2. 9, 10, 13, 14, 17. So 17 to Jerry, Wispy, L, and then the other 2 would get 10. Or sorry, 3, 4. Dewey, Graham, Tava, or
It is 4. Get 10.
yep, 10 HPs.
Yay. I'm still listening and watching out towards the forest.
Oh wow, I'm just emanating just delicious mist while I am casting the bubble.
Jerry is also hyper vigilant with Uwe watching the forest.
He's watching. Watch me. Watch the forest.
Well, Jerry's actually going to walk up the side of this rock and just keep it a higher eye. He's really watching the top of the tree line.
Make sure you're in here when the bubble's cast.
Good point.
Grim, you and Tava heal 10 hit points.
Nice.
Maybe he'll get on this rock then. Or that wouldn't even be in range. Yeah, it would.
He's just jumping.
Yeah. Can somebody put me on their shoulders?
Uwe grabs you.
He mistakes
Um,
L for a rock.
If
Oh,
no, I was
my.
going to say
Sure.
I'll summon a
Skin.
familiar, but that takes too long. I'm not going to do that.
So I'm assuming the dragon doesn't come storming back and try to fuck us again.
So far, no.
Get him.
Uwe, you would know. You carved it up pretty darn good. It was bleeding and pretty hurt, breathing heavy, and you would guess that it is not coming back.
Okay.
I think if Grim had been there, it might have been a different story.
Yeah, that was a
A couple
huge.
Eldritch Blasts would have been pretty big.
It's a big turn in the battle for sure. So
He knocked out the
he
right
looked, he was
guy.
definitely, he was disgruntled for sure.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Great that you successfully fought off a dragon. You also have a very uneasy feeling knowing that it is absolutely an enemy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we always knew it was an enemy,
Well,
but now he's really pissed off.
Now he's a physically aggressive enemy,
Yeah, that's true.
correct.
but we can hold our own.
I was,
As long as we don't go into that forest.
Yeah, I guess we know we have a chance, unless
Keep-
we're
well,
like tapped for the day. You know, then it
if we
could
keep
be a
getting-
dangerous situation.
let's just keep getting stronger in the meantime. We can be more prepared.
Yeah, let's sleep. Go kill those kobolds for some XP.
Start grinding.
Start grinding. Somebody brought that up last
Yeah.
week. I think.
Yeah.
We're just gonna farm the kobolds until we can beat the
Milestone
dragon.
Kobolds
forget-
reproduce really fast too, so just keep
Yeah.
a couple of them
So
alive.
save like 2 or 3 of them. Let them just bang over and over, and then every time they hit like 5 of them, we just wipe them out with a fireball.
And they're dumb enough that they would never really catch on. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm really mad at these people. They're keeping us in captivity. Oh
I
look,
mean-
another kobold."
We
I'm
could
gonna have
make our
sex
own
with
Hunger
it.
Games out of it. Eventually, if we got enough of them to where we were a couple generations separated from anything that happened, all they would think is we're just in this establishment, and they pull a few of us out every day or every however reproduction cycle. They pull a few of us out just for free experience, and we'll treat it like a golden ticket situation, like the island, where they're like, "Oh, we won the lottery, we get to go ascend," and then no, you're actually brought to die, and it could be a whole thing.
So we're playing the long game. Like
We
this
would be
is
like the
good.
gods that like select people in a lottery that they think is like you win the game if you win the lottery, but really you're just being sent off to die.
I'd like to think that
all
we're
for
having this
free XP.
conversation, and Ragnar's just like, who the fuck are these people? Like, what's going on?
I was gonna say, I hope that Venomfang gets his big sister and kills all of you.
From what we understood, I mean, not that they couldn't just like do it for fun, but from what we understood, they did not have a good relationship.
Well, I'd hate to tell you, if little baby boy gets fucked up, big sister's probably still gonna not be happy.
That's true.
You might be happy. Be more
Or happy.
Yeah.
Could
more
be.
domain for her.
Yeah.
Could be.
So do we own the forest, guys? We fought off the dragon.
Yeah, walk
no.
in.
Yeah, don't do it.
Our territory.
So our bubble is up for the time being.
What time is it? It's like early in the morning,
It's
isn't
early,
it?
yeah.
Like fucking 1
Yeah.
1 p.m. Right? It's like
Yeah,
not
pretty
late.
much.
It's 1.
After
Well-
a fight like that, though, I don't really care.
I mean, let's take a short rest.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
You have the bubble, right?
The
The
bubble's
bubble's up.
but,
Okay.
but how close are we to the entrance of this cave? Or to?
So we could make it there by the end of the day, right?
You could.
I think.
I'd like to take a short rest because in my
Yeah.
short rest I can get all my key points back and I can
Yep.
fully heal.
I can conjure a
points.
familiar in that time. Just about.
Yeah. I think a short rest is a good idea. I think.
Well, if you
Ragnar-
make a familiar, you don't get the rest.
Yeah.
Right, I don't need it though. I already used my recovery to get my 3rd spell slot back after I called the dragon. So, and I'm at full health, so I really don't get any benefit from the rest anyway.
I'm gonna go keep watch. I'll get up top here. In the short rest, I'm gonna move the body somewhere a little less conspicuous. I'll just search the bodies again anyway. I know I already did, but just give them a once over.
Okay.
To 24. Nope, it's even better. 26 investigation.
There's really not much to find. Just their regalia, and then 2 of them have like a gold pendant necklace. Each of them just in the shape of a dragon claw.
I will take the regalia. It's just like robes.
Yeah, the robes, mask. You've seen
Uh,
cultist, dragon cult
That's
robes
gonna
before.
that's gonna go in the backpack for sure as well. Take all that.
You're
Naked.
picking up the robes, you said?
Yeah, I'm taking the regalia.
They're probably too big for Jerry, aren't they?
Much too big for Jerry.
Okay.
So D&D Beyond says a D8 plus 3
For what?
for
Or hit
healing.
dice.
Hit dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can roll your hit dice up to your level, I believe. So
Yeah,
you
as
can
many
roll
as you
Mhm.
want to
a lot.
use.
Yeah. Which you're probably pretty close.
Oh, okay. Well, my first one I got a 7 plus 3. So do I add the 3 each time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The idea is you should be able to fully recover all of your health on a short rest if you use all of your hit die.
Okay.
And you roll well enough.
Right. Like on average. Jerry's gonna actually want to talk to Ui for a second. And he's gonna ask, how do you feel about spiders?
He just shrugs.
Don't care about them? Not afraid of them?
No.
Okay. Okay, so Jerry's gonna let
He
that
makes
sink
like
into his noodle.
makes like a eating motion.
Oh no, this isn't for eating, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. He gives you like a what?
Yeah.
Hunting strike.
This would not be for eating. After I cast it, I have more to discuss with you.
After I cast it?
After I summon the familiar.
Okay.
I want to ask Ragna to detect magic on the gold pendants I took.
Yeah. Definitely. Just give me a.
Bye.
Oh. Okay. Bye. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
With your
Yeah.
special eyes.
Give me,
Look with your
Doll's
special
eyes.
eyes.
give me 10 minutes and I'll let you know what they look like.
Dead eyes like a dog's eyes.
Doll's eyes.
Or doll's eyes, you're right.
Dogs.
I thought he said dog's
Yeah,
eyes.
dogs. They have dead eyes. It's, ugh.
Some of them have pretty human eyes too. Dead like a doll's eyes.
Ollies are
Yeah,
very
10 minutes
human.
later, they do not appear magical. They are just gold pendants. You would guess probably worth 25 gold apiece.
Hey.
Good guess.
Nice. You know, it's worth mentioning.
Bought this green dragon and all I got were these lousy pendants.
And I got to walk away alive.
As good or as bad as it sounds, as far as how I'm equipped, spell wise, a green dragon was the best dragon probably to encounter as far as the types of damage it dealt. If it was something that had a different elemental effect, that is another level of magic higher in order to protect us from it. So
Yeah.
Considering that we're all alive, and look at Grid back, but I just figured I think it's probably a good idea to maybe head somewhere where the dragon can't accessibly get to us if we're going to head into Galtaburin.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like he's not familiar with it, or well, for what you were saying, if he was aware of it, he probably would have already started to make it his. So,
Or at least plunder it and take it
Either
back
that
to
or
the forest.
something bigger and scarier there.
true.
Jerry will second on that and ask L to cover our tracks as much as he can. Or help us to do that.
Yeah, pass without trace sounds like a
Yeah.
smart way to go.
I know it costs resources, so just sparingly. You're the stealth man.
Well, so the 2 key points is the spell. And then, or no, actually I have 1 because of my,
Your natural
I don't know,
ability.
it might be my shadow monk, but anyway, I have a trait.
Well, you have, yeah, you have a natural ability that can do it, and then if you can spend 2 key points, you get your key points on a short rest. If I
But
remember correctly, right?
How long does it
Yeah.
last? An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that concentration or no?
Yes.
It
Okay.
is.
If we're hiking, am I making like any concentration checks or saves?
I mean, unless we would run into something that's going to damage you, we'd probably be okay. Unless we start running into, I don't know, a quicksand, start choking you to death.
Yeah.
Angry
Okay.
plant. Probably be
So
okay.
so how many hours are we?
It would just be a little over 1. If Jerry's going to cast a familiar, it'd be an hour and 10 until he's done with that.
He means the getting to Gauntlgrim.
Yeah, the hiking.
Oh.
I don't think we know exactly. We know
Well, we said
generally.
less than a day, and then we traveled
like 3
a
hours.
few hours more.
Yeah.
So, what?
We could even break it up though. Like we don't necessarily have to cast Pass Without a Trace the first chunk of it, or we can cast it for an
Right.
hour and then walk for an hour, then cast it again, or
How about
Mhm.
last
hours.
2 hours of travel?
I
Yeah,
think
that might be
casting it
good.
earlier is the more important part because he knows we were here. We don't want him to follow our tracks.
Yeah.
Good
I'd
point.
at
I agree
least
with that.
I would do 1 now and 1 later,
One
so
now.
he doesn't know the exact
Yeah.
entrance. If we
Unless
can.
they pick up the tracks in the middle.
And before
Yeah.
the second time, but before the second time we do it at the end, we divert them to a completely different place where we're not going, and then activate it and then go the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little detour, you know.
Right.
So does time pass and Jerry is allowed to summon his familiar?
Sure. You all complete a short rest.
Yay.
Okay. So
We did
are
it.
we heading out?
Yep.
All right.
Did we notice Jerry summon an owl again?
No.
Is it a spider?
It's a spider.
Gross.
So
It's a little spider
basically,
Archimedes.
basically right when it'd be Arachnomedes.
Nice.
So basically, as soon as we start walking, once we get on our way, Jerry's going to kind of pull Uwe aside while we're walking, and see, here's what I'm going to do. Here's my idea. I've got this spider here, and if you're not afraid or have any aversion to it, I'd like you to carry it. Keep it concealed in a pocket, and that way, if I want to cast certain spells on you that you might enjoy, I can do this at a distance, and I don't have to be right next to you. So this familiar can stay in your pocket, and I'll have that option. How does that sound?
Gives you a thumbs up, and he points back to his hood.
Okay, I like that idea. Yeah, so you'll keep a spider in your hood.
Spider cradle.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's cool.
I hate the idea of being in combat and then your friend's trying to help you and cast a spell on you, but it's really just a spider crawling on your neck.
It's a spider going boop. Hey, here's a spider haste for you. Here's a spider invisibility for you. Yeah.
Spider haste.
He just boots you with one of his legs.
Spider haste gives a spider +2 AC.
So Uwe has been kind of nurturing. I think he's gonna like find some bugs or whatever and chew them up.
Yeah,
and
you
get 'em
want-
out the spider.
It'll
Yeah,
be
he's
more
gonna
your pet
mama
than
bird
mine.
he's gonna mama bird the spider.
Yeah. Well, you could
I mean,
probably
he
use
doesn't
your,
love spiders, but he's not afraid of them.
just use your monk quickness to like snatch flies out of the air, feed him, snatch it.
Yep, there you Here, I'm gonna feed you this fey, or what is it? You're not just like a spectral summoner. Or what is your familiar?
It's a. I think it's a Fey. I can pick. Let me look.
There is something that I wanted
Just
to do.
don't
but-
treat the
Fey-
spider celestial moths.
Oh, you can
There
treat
you
it as
go.
a celestial, Fey, or fiend. So I'll treat it as a Fey.
Okay.
There's something I wanted to do before we kind of really head off there, or at least Ragna. Ragna wanted to approach Grim and kind of check in on him. Hey, how you feeling?
I'm feeling A-okay. I mean, Grim always rebounds, right?
Like, start doing the medical checks,
Yeah,
which
the
probably
triage.
strange. Yeah, the triage just like
He has
okay,
no pulse the whole time.
yeah, blood pressure's good, heart rate's great.
0 over
Is
0.
is his blood pressure 18?
I guess it's worth mentioning. He
Fucking
has a
nerd.
pulse, right?
Oh yeah, good question.
I mean, he's living, right? I don't know how that works.
Right?
I don't know.
mean-
I guess that's up to your discretion, DM. I don't think so.
I also don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
no
think
pulse,
you,
good.
Like, you would
Everything
not
checks out,
feel
your
a
vitals are
heartbeat or a-
0.
or a pulse at all. You would notice that his body is actually quite it's on the lower end of lukewarm. Like there's still some heat there, but it's not like body temp.
It's
how
the
it
rage.
should be.
I don't think Ragnar would bring it up, but would kind of take a note and just say, "Well, sorry I couldn't have gotten to you sooner. Our friend Oric here had the honors this time, so
It's okay. I
Glad I could
gave him a
help out.
gift for thanking him.
I exist. My name's
You
Jordan.
do exist, and you're
You
important.
tell
Ulrich.
yourself that, buddy.
Yeah, I think I'd go over and give Oric like a handshake and like a nod with like thank you for healing me during battle.
that was pretty big."
Mm-hmm.
As I'm glad you put it to good use. That really could have gone sour otherwise. I think you definitely gave us a fighting chance there. Takes
Ooh,
a brave soul to climb onto a dragon.
You jumped on a fucking dragon, Uwe.
I would guess Uwe would have heard this somewhere, but he says, I hate him.
That's fair. Well, I think we're all not very fond of him now, so
Uwe tried to fuck that dragon.
It's like a donkey and dragon scenario from Shrek.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
Could I make a perception check to see if the Whisperer took those robes off of the?
Yeah.
I mean, what's your passive perception?
Probably not great.
I mean, he wasn't trying to hide it necessarily. Probably some stuff in
Oh,
his backpack.
11.
I mean, even if you didn't see that, you would probably see naked cultists.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't know where he moved the bodies.
They got stashed behind a rock somewhere.
Where'd their clothes go?
He
I
just
would
happens to
approach
find a
the
barrel in
Whisperer.
the open field. He stuffs the bodies in.
Grim would approach the Whisperer, and he would say, "What would I have to give you to get one of those ugly ass robes?"
The Whisperer would say, tell you what, after we kill Venom Pig, you can have all of them.
Oh, I don't want all of them. I just want 3 of us to have one of them. Because then
Sure.
we can do whatever we want.
Well, down the road, I have the same plan.
And then he'll give you a chef kiss. Perfect. Onward.
Now
Okay.
And
he's
then
back
Grim
on the
will
road.
start walking.
Okay.
With Tava on his shoulder.
Still kind of just following the edge of the forest, or what are y'all doing?
I'm inclined to get a little further away.
Well, we
I'm
have a
okay,
Yeah,
map.
that's fine.
We have
Yeah.
a map, correct?
We're also getting close to the volcano here. Are we gonna go over?
Yeah,
for
we
the
have
rock
to
nest?
break away, don't we?
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
We could go look for our rock nest.
I mean, that's probably not a place that the Dargon would go after getting fucked up.
That's very true.
Can we
I
get
also
the
don't know.
overworld map pulled up?
No.
But I'll
Give
also
me-
say that
Give me that Overlord map. Tapped.
kind of tapped. Like I could make things work. I at least have a
Hey,
temp bubble. I have temp bubble. I have channel divinity stuff. So that's I guess most of what I do. So I have some
All right.
heals. Got about 4 spell slots left. Not too bad.
I'm
So
not
we're-
without abilities, but I am getting there.
So we were right here.
Yeah, we were at the eastern edge.
We were getting pretty damn close. We were within a day. So now the question is how the fuck are we gonna find where our rock nest is?
Well, we have a flying familiar, and we have a big lady with flying boots.
Yeah, if we can figure out where.
I assume it'd be pretty fucking big.
Yeah, if it's leaving from where its nest is.
I
Yeah.
mean, the nest itself would probably be fucking big too.
I'm
You just have
guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing if you get up in the air, you can see it.
Yeah, just have to get high enough to see it.
Well,
Would also
Tava
remind
can.
you that the mountain range is like 50 to 60 miles.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of
Long?
flying.
That's like all of this.
right.
Maybe just like as we go, keep checking, but not make it our full objective right now.
Yeah,
I would
every
say
half
it should
hour or
not be a
so, just send
priority.
Ragna up in the air. Yeah, I think we should get to Gauntle Grim.
Good.
I would just. Why don't you just? Oh, you don't have your. It's not an owl.
I
Why
want
don't
loot.
you- If you could just send Tava.
I want loot.
Yeah.
Done all this killing. We ain't got shit.
Yeah, but we know that there's loot probably in the dungeon. How many
Yeah.
sessions do you want to like
That's a lot of
take to
bowls.
search for a rock's nest?
At least 3.
This is why we're still level 6.
That sounds terrible.
How
I
long
mean,
have we been
we're
playing this
here.
session or this campaign, and we haven't leveled up yet?
We're here.
I guess it is by milestone now, so Michael just
Well,
could
here's the thing.
do it.
If
I'll do
Is
something
there
milestone
anything-
worthy.
Like defeat a dragon.
Still
We didn't
alive,
defeat
so.
a dragon.
But we defeated him.
We
Didn't say we
humbled
killed
it.
him. We
did.
defeated him.
We did defeat him, yeah.
Does anybody actually have something that would help to locate this rock's nest, like
Yeah,
magic?
we got Tava.
Uh, Can anybody like commune with a spirit too, or maybe talk to a god? I don't know. Maybe get some answers from that.
I can't commune.
I can pray, but he's never talked back. So
I'm not suggesting we go up into the mountains
Yeah, and look around.
and
So
start
more of like a
scouting
nature
50
search.
miles of mountain range. But I think
Yeah.
if
What if we
get something-
what if we get to Gauntle Grim and set up some sort of base, and then we could fan out from there possibly, or
I'm
after
just
the
suggesting
city,
we
I
just
don't know.
have Tava fly up and see if she sees anything.
Okay.
I will have Tava fly up. How tall are the mountains that we're next to?
Oh, they're quite tall.
Mm-hmm.
The volcano was probably once the tallest before the top exploded. And that still is rising up, I mean, tens of thousands of feet. So
Okay, so
these are
Tava can
mountains.
move 60 feet in 6 seconds. So
Well, and
I
you can
will.
only, I don't know how the Pact of the Chain works, but you can only look through your familiar's eyes for 100 feet, something like that.
120.
Let me see.
I think it's 100.
Standard familiar is 100.
I mean, unless she's, able to relay it somehow after going off. I don't know.
I mean, you could give her the simple task of if you see something that looks like a nest, a large nest, come back.
It would take her around 16 minutes to fly 10,000 feet.
2 miles, right?
It's not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That is not horrible.
Like what? So that's 6 miles an hour? or no. So like 8 miles an hour ish.
So we could get to
Yeah, so-
Gauntlgrim and send Tava up the entire side of the mountain, and you would at least see, like, what? An eighth of the entire mountain just going up? That side, probably?
Yeah. Do you want me to send her up now? See what she can see, or keep going?
She could do it
I
the whole
suppose we could
time
do
we're
both.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will instruct Tava to fly straight up.
Yep.
For 16 minutes.
Well, she'd have to keep pace with us too, right?
I guess. If I
I mean, she can fly. She can keep pace. We're not moving at 50 feet every
Right.
6 seconds, so she can catch us.
Okay.
well, I can dismiss her as an action into the pocket dimension when I resummon her. Does she resummon where she was dismissed, or does she resummon on my person?
If it's
I think
fine
within
familiar,
30 feet of
yeah.
you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess once she doesn't have to keep pace with us, then she can just fly straight up while we keep going. And then after we reach our time limit, I'll just dismiss her to the pocket dimension and then ritual cast her again. And then she can relay what she saw.
You wouldn't have to ritual cast her.
Right.
As an action, you just bring her back within 30. So she can go to the peak of the climb, and then you just summon her back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Let's do that. So she doesn't have to keep pace at all.
If that only takes 16 minutes and we travel for hours, she could reasonably do that. What, 8 times over the course of a few hours?
Yeah. We'll just keep doing that.
So we could really scan, like laser scan this whole side of the mountain. I don't know how Pact of the Chain works though. If she is out of the range of you being able to see through her eyes, can she relay knowledge to you?
No, that part acts like a normal familiar. So I can only perceive through her and tell.
She can point in a direction, maybe. Like if you summon her back and she sees something, you might be able to tell her, "Oh, point in the direction you saw this," and then we can, we know it's that way.
I can just communicate with her. I'll just ask her because I can communicate telepathically as long as she's within 100 feet.
So she can relay.
So once
she can say, "Yes, I saw a roc's nest over there."
Yeah.
Okay.
So I send Tava straight up to scan the mountainside, and we keep walking.
Okay. Have Tava make a perception check.
All right. I have to go back to her stat block. Okay. That is a 17. Is Okay, at advantage because it relies on sight, hearing, or smell. Correct.
Sure.
Well, we're going to use that because the other roll was a 3. 17.
Okay. Looking around some of the peaks of these mountains, some are snow-capped, others are not. The mountain, or the volcano, is there's obviously the caldera at the top. There's It's the first time that you're able to see down inside of it, and there is still a reddish orange glow. So it would appear to still be active in some sort, uh, although not necessarily erupting. Um, you do not see a roc's nest. That's it.
Hmm. Okay. Are we just walking?
Yeah.
We're just continuing to walk.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Are we? Am I sending Tava up every 20 minutes? Like whenever she gets back and relays, we're sending her back up.
It's your call.
I mean, I guess we don't ever have to stop. So
I wouldn't
it's
say
just
every
more
20 minutes because
information
then
for us.
when you send her up 20 minutes like from where we travel, it's not going to be a big difference. Maybe every hour.
Cool.
Because then you're barely
I like that
scanning like
idea.
little slivers of mountain and it wouldn't help.
Right. All right. She'll stay with us for now. I will relay that information back to the party.
Yeah.
Nothing yet.
Great.
Woohoo. Y'all still just walking along the edge of the forest there, or?
I am.
Mhm.
Diverting slightly the farther we go.
Okay. I would say you follow it for another hour. You can send up Tava again if you like.
I will do that.
Okay, do another perception.
That is an 18.
18. Okay. So I would say, as you kind of round the backside of this volcano here, there's you see partway up the the side of the mountain there's appears to be a very large cave.
Kitty.
How far up?
Pretty
Did
far.
you already say that? Far?
I'd say about 8,000 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You
How
know,
big? How big's the opening to the cave?
From where she's flying, it looks large.
only 8,000 feet up, guys. You know, the only thing about having a giant ass cat is he's a bitch to comb.
Kitty.
So, okay. Is
It's a
that
big
all I see?
boy.
Is the only thing of note?
Yep, there would appear to be a cave entrance up there.
Okay. When she comes back down, I'm going to re-summon her and send her back with the command of going into the cave, or just perceiving from outside of the cave.
Okay. Going back to the cave, going inside. Is she actually going in, or is she just going like to the entrance?
I would tell her to. I don't know. I don't know how complex I can get with a command for a pseudo dragon.
This is at Gauntlgrim or
Nope.
It's a cave on the 8,000
just a
feet
different
up
cave.
on the side of
Oh.
the.
Okay.
I would say go to the cave and perceive what you can, And if it doesn't seem too harmful, enter the cave. That would be my
Speed with
command.
caution.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you would approach the entrance of the cave, you would note that it has a very heavy, thick, sulfurous scent. Roll a perception check.
Oh, so close to a nat 20. That is, oh, what is that? That's an 18. So, shoot, I forgot their modifier already.
Also, do they have dark vision?
21. No.
Okay.
Yes. Blind sight for 10 feet, dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty sticky up here. Listening at the cave entrance, it sounds like there's something in there moving. Looking in, you can't see anything within 60 feet. Possibly a large pile of something. Hard to make out. You could certainly
Okay.
go in if you wanted a closer look.
Well, I can't really command her to do anything because I can't communicate with her at this distance. So I guess does it seem overtly harmful from the cave entrance? Because that
What
would
was
dissuade her.
what was the perception check?
21.
The pile that you see is a pile of bones.
Okay. She will fly back down and relay that information.
From my previous check about rocks, I guess I can make another one. Would I know what their nests look like, typically? Would a rock nest be in a cave?
Make a. Well, I don't know what your check was.
It was real good, but
Would it be like a
You said-
nature?
You said check on rocks, and I thought you meant like literally like a stone.
Yeah, go look at 'em.
If I did a nature, that was an 18.
You would guess that they typically would not be in a cave. Part of their part of their thing is being vigilant, watching the sky, watching the ground from high up. Being in a cave would really limit that vision.
There's another dragon up there, guys.
Maybe.
I mean,
Two
Tava was up there, so
dragons.
yes.
Could be rock giants.
Yeah. Could be
And the
giant
sulfur
rocks.
smell could definitely just be the
The volcano.
volcano. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What could I make? Could I
Um,
make like a nature check? I'm proficient in it to see if I would know a large animal that would give off a sulfurous smell.
You could make. How about a history check?
History? Okay. It's the same modifier, so it's no big deal. 16. 18.
Okay. I guess history doesn't really work for this, but it's the same modifier. There isn't a specific animal that you can think of. You know that from firsthand experience, some dragon breaths have like chemical scents, not
Mhm.
necessarily sulfur, but it's definitely possible. You would also know with an 18 that a lot of tales about devils and demons, they generally have a sulfurous scent.
Ooh.
Probably wouldn't live in mountains. I imagine.
What does Grim smell like?
E-O.
He definitely doesn't smell great.
Would you
Well, he's
say
got
he
that
smells
mustache.
He
sulfurous?
you would he doesn't smell sulfurous, no.
Okay.
He just smells a little stale. But it's all
Okay.
you would also note that he doesn't make any real attempt to bathe himself or cover it up. So whether or not it is because of his form, you don't really know. It could just be
Okay.
neglect for basic hygiene.
Just like, dude, you need to take a shower.
Yeah, exactly.
A real grim one of those clothes. Just needed a fresh change.
I know.
Mm.
When he puts the priest vestments on, he just puts them on over top of his other jacket and shirt and pants. Like he doesn't take them off to change.
Yep.
I guess we're still walking this whole time, so we're not wasting a bunch of time by doing this. But I'm gonna send Tava back up with the command to enter the cave and perceive what you can.
Okay. Uh, give me 1 second.
How far up is this again?
Oh,
8,000 feet.
Okay. Okay, so she flies back up and starts flying into the cave. Make a perception check.
That is a 19.
Okay. So flying immediately in, you see there's a large pile of bones. They all appear to be animal of some sort. There's, as you proceed a little further in, the thickness of the air and the scent is getting heavier, and you can hear what sounds like metal clanging somewhere deeper into the cave that you cannot see. At the edge of your vision, very far in the distance, you do seem to see some sort of orangish reddish glow. Do you proceed?
Yes. She'll fly in an extra 50 feet.
Okay. You hear a very rough, rumbling voice. It says, quiet. And the clanging stops.
Okay. Hmm. I am going to have her land and continue stealthily another 15, 20 feet or so.
Okay.
And that is an 18 stealth check.
Okay. All right. She proceeds sneakily
Mm.
and suddenly from the side at the edge of your vision you see a massive greatsword swing down and slam right into her. For that's going to be a
Tava has temporary hit points.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I actually didn't roll very well on that damage, which is good for Tava. She might survive. "24 slashing damage.
Doesn't survive that. Not a
That's a lot.
chance.
Poofs out of
That is a lot.
existence.
That's a ton.
24.
And he rolled bad, he said.
All right.
Will if you
So-
summon her again, will she still be able to tell you, or will she forget that?
She is the same being, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she would remember.
Okay.
So the next 10 minutes while we're walking, I'm conjuring the familiar again. And then 10 minutes later, we know what
Mhm.
happened, and I relay everything to the party.
If she remembers, is she like pissed?
Mhm.
I would say not really. I think as a pseudo dragon, she's used to just like slinking around places and taking risks. So she'd be
It's
like, just part of the job.
It's just
Mhm.
like, well, I would have preferred if I didn't get smashed into a million pieces, but it happens.
Right. I also am basically immortal as long as Grim is alive. So whatever.
Yeah.
I can reincarnate infinite amount of times. So that's alarming, but it's also 8,000 feet up into the air. So
Yeah, do we
Well-
think this is going to be an issue?
I mean, I can get us up there if we need to, or at least most of us. Theoretically. I don't necessarily want to go 8,000 feet up in the air, but
I don't either, but also if we were to pursue this,
Hey, it could turn
They-
out to
they would-
be nice people.
they would have a strategic advantage as well.
yeah.
Would we go into their domain in the darkness?
I would
Through a
say
cave
at
mouth.
the very least, maybe we can put a pin in it. Make a note. At the very least, I pretty tapped out. I mean, I have some magic, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely not at full.
Maybe keep an eye out.
I will say that I could probably get if you're okay with me picking you up. I could probably fly. I don't know, maybe a few of us, a couple of us up there. But you're also talking about finding a safe spot that you don't get engaged with while we get everybody up there.
Right.
So
I don't think anybody wants to go up there, but
Grim does wants revenge.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to go up there just out of curiosity now. Just start blasting them. But I also in a strange act of preparation and level-headedness, Grim realizes that his main task right now is very close.
Yeah.
So I think in this situation, he'd be like, the bowls now are within my grasp. So now it's time to just go to
Yeah.
Gontal Grim and kind of leave this as an afterthought.
All Jerry is thinking about is, every time Grim gets curious, he ends up dead.
Weird how that works.
Huh.
I don't think those things are mutually exclusive. I just think Grim's always curious and always dead.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Mhm.
Always curious, always dead.
I thought I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna have to do my first revivify.
Barlos,
Like
did
ever?
you
Think of anyone more fitting.
Did you sell that helm of encouragement?
Hell no.
Oh no.
So
I need
how-
that pep talk, bro.
Ed
Yeah.
Helm, or is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed the helm.
How does he spin the fact that you're like always dead and always curious?
I don't know. That's a question for the DM. He's playing Ed the helm.
I don't know. That's a question for you. Are you still wearing it?
No.
Then
Ed the helm is in my backpack.
It just sounds
He's
like
sleeping.
muffled. It's saying something. It's just muffled.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
so,
says.
you guys proceed along your route for probably another hour or so, and eventually you come to a gap on the right side. You can see along the edge of the forest. It appears to split, and you can see a river that is flowing into the forest. Seems to come up out of the ground as if from nowhere. At the edge of the river, you would see an old dock. The wood appears to be almost rotting, possibly petrified, but intact. There are no boats or ships. And immediately to the left of where that would be, you would find what appears to be the remnants of a carved out or paved cobblestone road that leads to the left. It's been long since overgrown. Grass is growing tall between the stone cracks, and uh, if you hadn't had stumbled upon it, you would never recognize that it's a road. But it appears to wind its way up and around some hills, leading into the crags.
Are we right up on the river, or how close are we to the water?
I mean, you're probably, I don't know, 60 feet away. You could walk up to it if you want.
You gonna be curious, Grim?
I want to fill some of those pellets. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Well, in a magma possibly filled place, yeah.
Right.
I'm with it.
Yeah, supposing that Grim is closer to the front of the party, like he normally is, he will start walking towards the river.
So Jerry will follow him, asking him, first of all, what are you doing?
Going towards the water, Jer. Got to fill up some of these pellets, of course.
What do you
Tell you
do
what,
in
why
the
don't-
waters?
Why don't you let Jer Bear use his old mage hand and maybe do that for a little ways away, huh?
Okay. Don't steal any, though.
I thought you'd never ask.
1, okay. 2, that's rich coming from you.
Well played.
Grim proceeds to hand him the pellets without question.
How many
Yeah, it's
pellets are
actually-
you filling?
It's actually just a bag of dust, like a sack of dust, and then a pinch of dust becomes a pellet.
Okay.
So I have 7 pinches left.
So you want to do how many?
I would like you to fill 5 pinches, please. Assuming that it is a running river and it is a constant source of water. Okay.
Okay.
5 pellets,
so
please.
He'd have to do it one at a time. Take a pinch with the mage hand, go over, pinch it in.
Yeah.
Once it solidifies, he'll grab it, bring it back, grab more.
Yeah, that's fine
okay.
with me.
You
5
fill
times.
5 pellets full of water.
Cool.
Perfect.
I think Ragnar would come up to Grim subtly at this point and be like, I think this would work really well if, I'm just gonna say it. You probably need a bath.
You smell a little stale, bud.
Give him a little pat. You've been working hard.
He'll laugh as if everybody's like laughing together with him, You're like, yeah, you guys, so funny. And he'll put the pellets back into his backpack.
Seriously, though, you stink.
All right.
Yeah.
Jerry's pretty excited to see some paved road, as overgrown as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ella's
Um,
excited to see cobblestone and rock, things like that.
Here, I'll mark the map.
So Elle takes more interest in going up the road.
Okay. Are y'all following the road or continuing to walk along the river or?
I vote
Mm,
road.
I say we follow the road.
I agree.
mhm.
Okay. You walk along the road, and it winds up and down some smaller hills, and then it becomes a very steep trek climb upward, and then back downward. It appears you're going over some smaller mountains. It is not easy going. It takes time. It is tiring and exhausting. But you eventually are led to the opening of a chasm. It stretches out in front of you, and it appears to trek downwards. The road goes down this embankment with sheer cliff walls rising on both sides. It's about 15 feet wide. It's not massive. And it appears to descend, and you can see that the cliffs just grow higher on the sides to the base of a mountain at the far end. You can see an entrance, a cave.
Okay.
The high rock walls rise initially 20 feet, but like I said, as the road slopes down, the rock walls go up 50, 60, 70, 80 feet tall.
Mm.
It appears that it would lead, like I said, directly into the base of the mountain. And along the sides of the road, you can see small lantern-bearing shrines, none of them lit.
Light 'em.
Any prestidigitations or anything that can do that? Thaumaturgy?
I just realized, and this is too late to probably mention it, but we were going to hide our tracks.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oops.
I mean, it's up to the DM if we can retcon that.
You did say it, so I don't
At
care.
least the first hour.
And then we said again at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, very generous DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what y'all
I
doing?
am a benevolent
you're,
DM.
You're at the end of a chasm, looking literally down the barrel.
Well, we have a very skilled rogue who can maybe check for traps near the entrance. We have a familiar again. Regardless of what we do, I think
I
Jerry's
wanna
going to
light
start
these
walking on
things.
the wall. Jerry's going to start walking on the wall of the cliff just for fun.
I want to light
he'll
these
be-
shrines up.
He'll
How
be horizontal out over the group.
how big are these shrines?
Well, they're all a little different, actually.
Okay.
You can see the general theme of them, like those people that balance rocks.
Mhm.
It kind of looks like that. It's very natural formed rocks that have just been built up and balanced into like these pyramid-like shapes.
Mhm.
And then they have a small like burning bowl at the top, like a tiny brazier, if you will.
Mhm.
Uh,
I will.
there are all different sorts of them. Some taller than others. Some have large boulders instead of smaller rocks. There's others that have that appear to be like adorned with maybe at one time some vines or ivy that had draped or run through them that has long since kind of withered.
What
They-
trying to think of how to word this. Or no. How big are the braziers on top?
They're not huge. They're probably like the size of like a cereal bowl.
I'm gonna light them as we go down.
Pole?
Okay, you can certainly do that. There's still tinder wood in some of them. They do light.
Okay. I'll keep lighting them as we make our way.
We're inside the cave mouth at this point.
No, you are heading towards the cave mouth. You are still in this chasm.
Okay.
With these shrines, do they line up so if you look through them? You said they're like balanced rocks, like how Inuksuk's look, um, like Eskimo.
Yeah.
Because they were yeah. So do they line up with each other if you like look through at angles? Like it's you're
You
following
can
a path.
try.
Yeah, I just want to investigate, like looking through the center and seeing if it lines up with any of the other shrines and anything like that.
Yeah, they typically don't. They appear to be individual and they are definitely different ages. It seems like they're much older the deeper you go, and as you kind of come out, they appear to be more recent, but still very old at this point. Make whoever's proficient in religion.
No.
Nope.
Oh, I am. Hey, proficient in +5.
I'm +5, but I'm not proficient.
23. Rolled
Yeah,
an 18.
you would note that these feature many gods' names scrawled into them. You notice that in every single one of them, there's a mention of either Moradin or Dumathoin. Depending on your depth in the cavern, it seems like there are more Moradin mentions the further out you go, or Dumathoin mentions the further in you go. And there's another deity on all of them. And it really kind of varies. You see some elvish gods, goddesses that they worship. You see a couple humanoid mentions, pantheon people that you're familiar with. There's Tyr, there's Tymora, there's Selune on one of them. There's all sorts of different gods mentioned, but always at least a dwarven god.
Well, if I
Alright.
find a Lathander one,
Sure, you could definitely do that.
I'll just take notice and stop for a second on that one.
And then anyone proficient in history could also make a roll.
Yeah. Ooh. 30-20.
30-20. Okay, you've seen shrines like this before. You've heard of them also being built outside of Mithril Hall, another dwarven city, and then up in the Dales as well. They are, and Oric kind of comes over and explains as well that they're commemorative. Whenever ambassadors from the outside world would venture to the city, they would make a prayer to the dwarven god for peace, prosperity, and safe passage, and then a prayer to their own god for fellowship and community. Most outside visitors would come to the city with a dwarven ambassador, and then they would build the shrine together. And then upon leaving, they would hang a lantern to continue burning, lighting the way if they should ever return.
I would
wanna say that-
relay that, yeah.
Maybe lighting a bunch of braziers to this place we're trying to not let people know that we're at isn't the best idea.
That's true.
I agree.
I mean,
Back-
Uwe
Back
would
to
have
blow out all the candles.
Uwe would have started doing that and continued to do it because he wouldn't have thought of that.
We're just going behind them, just like
nuffing them. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, we would try to tell you at some point, right? We wouldn't just like be like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
I'd probably ask to keep the Thanders lit though. Just have one left.
There is there is it basically just a like a brazier, or is there like offerings as well?
each shrine is kind of decorated or embellished in some way to, signal that it is that god or that, uh, that race that came to visit here. Um, so there are like little trinkets left on some of them, typical prayer idols of that god for, maybe other members of that race that also came here that wanted to leave something, or yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
I think Ragna would mention to Ui, because obviously, he wants to light these, so she knows that he's interested in honoring the other deities and that sort.
Mhm.
She would mention. I like where your head's at, but maybe we might be able to leave something more subtle, as opposed to a flame. Kind of gesture towards the shrine.
Thinks about it. And leaves. I'll probably just leave some coins at the altar.
Nice tithe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. As you guys make your way through the cavern, the temperature begins to drop considerably, which is interesting. It's not like cold, but it is definitely a more stale, cool air as opposed to like the more humid air around the volcano that you've experienced up to this point.
Is it grim?
Just farting.
Quit farting.
Or it kind of says, "Well, this is definitely it. You guys ready?"
How
Yeah.
I'll look at
Is this-
everybody.
Check for traps.
is it still relatively dark?
Inside the cave, it is pitch black.
Okay. I'll do my eye thing. I just have to remember where the fuck it's at.
How many people can you share it with?
I think like
So
4.
4. So up to 4 people. So whoever doesn't have dark vision is priority.
Me
So at the very
and
least.
Lucius.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
You don't get dark vision for being away of the shadow monk?
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
That-
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Really?
spell.
Well, so if I
So-
think about it, so oh yeah, Lucius does have.
I'll give myself dark vision if you don't have enough.
I'm
to
gonna
grant
look at
everyone.
that.
I mean, I can see in the dark, so
Yeah, it's literally just me and you that can see the darks. And you can do up to
Yeah.
4. So we're definitely good.
I don't
But
see
here's
it.
the
He
thing.
has
Who's-
a
who-
4, then he can use a charge on Lucius.
The other benefit to his sharing is that it extends your dark vision to 300 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
so who has the
So-
best perception?
range and I'd probably have the best perception, but Jerry would probably be good for that.
yeah.
He has range
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Wispy already.
Smart.
Grim?
And Grim. Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
have
good.
dark vision.
I will give Grim, Ulrich, Jerry, and one other person. Who wants it?
Oric will take it.
Orc wants it? Yeah, I mean he's kind of this is his shit, right? Like if he can see better,
Mm-hmm.
even better. So I will cast Eyes of Night, and for the next hour at least, for our trek, get a 300-foot dark vision.
Nice.
Yeah. Damn.
And if we
I'll
really need
take
to,
it.
I can keep casting it with a spell slot.
And a touch spell can be on myself, correct?
Why?
Yep.
Every picture. He just wants you to know it's pierced.
I can
guess so.
I can touch myself, right?
Can always touch yourself.
Oh wait,
I
yes.
just touched myself.
8 hours. Okay.
You can touch
That's
yourself for
pretty
8
nifty.
hours.
60 feet, 60 feet, 8 hours.
With a lot of practice.
Perseverance.
As you guys are about to walk through the threshold, Oric just turns and says, now keep in mind this place has been long abandoned for a long time. If you hear anything outside of the 7 of us, chances are it's not friendly. So stay on guard, be on lookout. There's no knowing what's inside this place.
Grim will say, "Got it," and then he'll start walking off to the nearest wall.
He'll give him a salute. We will salute him.
Do we need a?
He will salute back gladly.
Is there anyone
Uh,
without dark vision in our party
Me and
No.
you.
Not anymore.
at this point?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have it, but I have glasses that let me see.
Do we need a marching order, DM?
I would say yes. For
We have a
now,
map.
from now until the next, I don't know, 20 sessions probably.
Yeah.
I'll either be. I'll stay at the back. Keep.
I just have to make sure this map is ready first. Hang on.
So arguably, I have the best eyes, but I'm also not necessarily good at seeing if I'm gonna walk onto a fucking pressure plate.
So, I don't know, right in front of Uwe. My dark vision's only 60 feet.
That's fine. Yeah, and
Mhm.
or wait, didn't they cast it on you? Your dark vision's 300
He
feet.
cast it on himself. He doesn't have it
Yeah.
naturally.
Not from Ragna, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I cast it on Grim, Ulrich. Oh yeah,
Jerry and the dwarf.
and Jerry, and yeah. Yep.
While the party is deciding what to do and getting things together, I am at the nearest wall, and I am with the bottom of my rod carving in a shoddy drawing of an axe, and then writing Erithus underneath, and I will leave 8 ball bearings on the floor underneath it.
Good offering.
So just a heads up to you guys, all of these maps, for the rest of today at least, are going to be starting at the bottom and heading upwards. So if you don't see your token immediately, it's at the bottom of the map.
Okay.
So marching order coming in, there's enough room to go 2 people wide at the entrance.
Okay.
You want to keep it Grim and Ragna at the front, or do we not trust our ability to detect traps as they go?
I mean, we can split up the monks if you want. I have good dexterity. I don't know. Or what's trap detection? Sleight of hand.
Investigate usually, right?
Oh, then
I mean,
not
if we get to
me.
if we get to a door or something, I'd definitely be the one doing that, but I'm not going to be in the front.
Right.
So I can stay in the
Jerry
Right.
can assist with that also for traps.
Okay.
Grim and Ragna can go in front since we can eat some damage, and then maybe Jerry directly behind us. Whisper bringing up the rear.
I'm also gonna put Auric behind
Say
you
where's
guys.
Auric.
So Auric and Jerry. Then who's behind them? The two monks.
I would say I was in the back.
That pretty much is the back, and then Whispers. There's 7 of you, so
Okay.
okay.
I was just figured I'd stay in the back as a meat shield.
My only thing is unless Auric specifically wants to lead the charge, I would be more than happy to let him, because it's kind of like his shit, right?
He's close to the front.
So he's good where he's at.
Yeah. Can you all see?
Yep.
I can see. Oh no.
I can feel
How do
it.
can I see if I can see 300 feet though? I can't see that far.
Yeah,
No,
I
I've
don't
not
have that.
adjusted your tokens because those are temporary settings. So you were supposed to be seeing. Who got the spell?
So it
Jerry
was,
Grim, Jerry, Auric,
it was
and Whisper.
So this should go
Yes.
to 300.
and then I just have the natural. I can see everything. And the
This
other two
goes
are
to
what,
300.
60, I believe.
I'm 60
100.
feet.
Is this what I get to do with my first level spells the rest of the game, guys?
Yeah, you're just casting that.
Just provide
So
dark vision.
Jerry, Auric, who else got it? Whisper got it?
Yep.
And Grim, yep.
And Grim. Okay.
Pretty much the range boys, and then Auric. Who's...
I guess we should have prepared people to see in the dark before that, but before coming here. But yeah,
And L has it temporarily.
I mean, the fact that you guys have dark vision at all is just probably good. That we
Okay,
don't need
can
to have.
everyone see now?
yep,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
I can see 60 feet.
Oh yeah.
So, are we at a point where we traveled most of the rest of our day to get here?
Been several hours.
I propose this looks like it could turn into a lot of things. I'm gonna propose a long rest.
Is it evening time?
No.
If we
Probably
started
5
at
p.m.
1 or 2 p.m.
Oh, it was later than that, but
How late did you
Jerry's still
say
gonna
it was?
propose it.
2 p.m.
Well,
The
5.
fight ended at 1. We
5.
short rested, so 5 o'clock.
We could say 6 or 7. I don't care. That's fine.
Okay. Jerry will still propose that then, because I can't see. I see the water line, but I can't see where any of it leads. So before we go diving in too deep to anything, Jerry will propose that we rest.
If we take a long rest, all of our dark vision will go back to normal.
True, but we can reapply it.
With a spell slot. From Rob.
Not if it's the next day when he would get it back.
That's true.
What do you think, Ragna?
I mean, well, I hate to tell you guys if you can't see already, but there's a bunch of water in front of us, so I don't know necessarily how far we have to go in, but I wouldn't mind pushing further. But if we all vote to take a rest, then we can start setting up the dome. Could potentially even use this as a choke point.
Yeah.
This part here.
Like do it in the mouth of it so no one comes or goes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We can make our magical 20-foot dome, correct?
Or Jerry doesn't. I don't really feel like risking a wild magic roll right now. I'm going to suggest we can do a black dome and put it over to the side.
What are you talking about?
Oh, how big is...
Jerry doesn't know what wild magic is from the last one, right? We didn't roll one. Am I wrong?
He still has some kind of effect that he doesn't know, but he doesn't know that, but...
So he doesn't know.
He's still tapped out from the dragon fight, so he doesn't want to take a big risk like that. He just wants to rest.
He doesn't want
Unless
to
the
cast a
rest of the
ritual
party
spell.
wants to move forward.
I'm good with that.
Grim's vote is to press forward and not rest.
I vote the same thing. Or Ragna does. We're going to take a vote. I vote. Here, I'll just do. No.
Tava doesn't get a vote.
No,
Unless my
Tava, you
spider
go.
does, in which case it's a wash.
I vote no rest. I typed it in roll 20.
I'm good with exploring for a couple hours before resting. That way we make use of the spells we used. So.
Does L or Wispy have an opinion? Or Oric for that fact?
Oric is up for whatever. But also
L's voting for rest.
He's got a pretty big lay on hands pool that he could probably do to refill.
I think we should rest. I think we're going into the unknown. This is our best opportunity to get a good night's rest.
Sounds like that's the majority.
Sounds yeah.
Yep.
Rest wins.
Time to rest.
Ragna will clap Grim on the back and say, "At least I know we're ready." Well, actually, I think Uwe was too, but
Yeah.
man, I have to pee again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a
Grim
drink.
will
Drink real quick.
Grim will catch Ragna's hand as she hits him on the back, and as she pulls away, there is one ball bearing in her hand. She's freely doling them out today.
Well, you have what, 1,000 of them?
Now I have 825.
Okay.
I have plenty.
I wonder if there's anything in that water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like a very
a
Mines
look.
of Moria situation.
I want to throw my last 2 pinches of dust on that water, so I can get some weird cave water, some magical dwarven water.
Just some fucking real nasty ass like salt cave water.
Yeah, disgusting, swampy, gross water.
If you get it in your eyes, you're blinded for a turn.
That's the type of water that I want to use on the next dire wolf we fight.
Yep, nasty cave water. Add ball bearings. 1.
That would actually be a good darkness object. Would be a ball bearing.
I have plenty. If anybody ever wants to use them for any reason. And they're very cheap.
I wouldn't mind one.
Grim will give Jerry 1 ball bearing.
So Lucius casts a minor illusion cantrip of ball bearings hitting the ground, like hundreds of them, like spilling on the ground.
Are they? Is it just an illusion, or are they making noise too? Because that really goes in the opposite direction.
It is
of
the
what we
sound.
want.
Yeah. So it is the sound. Unless
What is?
Okay.
sound, it's a sound or an image. So I think sound.
So we just hear
have
ball
to-
bearings, we don't see them.
Yeah.
We got to let our DM know about that then, because that could spark some interest from someone else.
all you see is
Oh.
like a million fucking spiders just start crawling towards us.
Peregrine,
I-
like dropping the suit of armor down the well.
All right. So while you were gone in the bathroom, Grim gave Ragna and Jerry each 1 ball bearing, and then Lucius cast minor illusion to make the sound of hundreds of ball bearings hit the floor of the cave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to make Grim think that he dropped all of his.
Oh man. I wish I
Okay.
could say that we were already casting the dome, but that's not probably a thing. So
Sure isn't.
Did they change the way that you do custom items on D&D
You
Beyond?
have to go all the way to.
You can just add ball
equipment.
bearings.
You have to go to
Yeah,
equipment.
but it's the bag of 1,000.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
changed the
Then
quantity
you
to the last
then you
count.
click on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyways, you hear the clatter of all these ball bearings hitting the ground, which is, to this point, is actually a black sand.
oh,
So it'd be very
well.
quiet.
Yes, it
Until
is
they
not.
start falling on top of each other.
It's not
Well,
terribly
it's just
audible.
a sound. I guess if you can replicate that.
That's
How
cool.
many dimensions does minor illusion have?
One, it's just sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
or
one.
vision.
Just one.
So if I'm making like all these sounds, that's not like a cantrip for each sound, right? Like
No. It's
No.
just one general sound.
So
It'd be the same as like
okay. So
making
now
the
it sounds
sound of
just like
a
pouring.
rainfall or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but it had to be the same one. So now it's not the sound of the sand and then the metal and metal. It's one or the other.
Yeah, it'd be one.
I mean, for
All
that
right,
matter of fact, you
so-
can make it sound like a cave floor if you really wanted to.
So
That's
I'm
true,
assuming
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming Jerry's going to be the one to set up the dome because he wanted to rest. Do we still recommend the choke point here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Why is that
I mean,
highlight going so slow? Do you guys see that?
Yeah. We can actually see it now.
It's really slow.
Can I
Good.
I would imagine wherever we can get
Yeah,
our
out
10-foot.
of the dark?
Is it a 10-foot sphere or a 10-foot radius? The dome.
10-foot radius.
Sphere. What radius?
It would still
So-
so we could put it like out here and it would still block it. But
yeah, wherever we can block that is ideal,
Okay.
right? So if we need to do it here, if we need to do it out here.
yeah, we could put it like where the pink is and it'll block it off. As I'm setting this up, I'm gonna make a note of I know we're inside of a mountain, but let's keep an eye out for any sort of tide that might try to engulf us if we stay put. I know the bubble will still be there, but let's keep an eye on the water level.
Agreed.
To that point, I guess I can go root around the water if we want. Once the bubble gets up.
Once the bubble is up, yeah.
I want to
Grim
leave.
will gladly go with him.
I'm gonna leave. All my bags and shit in the bubble, and then go take a dive.
I will accompany the wisp.
As well. At least so we have 3.
Let me describe it before you jump in. See if
Let me describe it before
that's
I
the
kill
right
you.
decision. I just realized I never explained the inside of the cave once you get in here, so it shouldn't make a difference, but just in case. So inside the cavern, it is entirely pitch black. You guys can all see because of your dark vision, but you would see that it is pretty vaulted ceiling, probably 30 feet high. There are stalactites.
Tights are up, mites are down.
Well, stuff hanging from the ceiling anyway. Up to like 15 feet hanging at some points. The walls that you can see, thanks to your 300 feet of dark vision, are completely sheer stone. It's unclear if they were carved or naturally formed. you're standing on black sand. As you were coming in, it kind of went from stone to gravel to sand. And then spanning out in front of you, wall to wall, to your left and right, and beyond the edge of your 300 feet dark vision is just water. It's it is a vast lake. The surface of it perfectly reflects the darkness. The water looks black. It is still. It is not moving. I know there's waves on the map, but that's because I wanted you guys to know it was water. Also, there's not a black water option on the map making tool. But yeah, there are no waves. It is unmoving, looks like glass. The cavern is so cavernous that the sound of your breath even kind of makes a slight echo. You can see again an old dock stretching out into the water. It appears to be brittle wood. It's not entirely sturdy. Looking at it, you're not sure if your entire party could even stand on it all at the same time. And tied to it, you do see a wooden rowboat. Looks like it would probably hold 4 to 5 people.
I am going, since I'm up here now, I am going to command Tava to fly out and dip her toes in the water.
How far out is she flying?
Just to the very edge of the water.
Okay. Dips her toes in. You can see just a very slight ripple begin to emanate from where she touched the water. Boat rocks ever so slightly.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Call her back.
go dive down. Take a look inside the water.
I will accompany the whisperer because I also don't need to breathe.
It's a beach, so you can wade in or you can jump off the dock, up to you.
No, just wait in.
Yeah.
Okay. The water is not as cold as you would think. It's pretty comfortable, actually. You can see the waves that you're making kind of stretching across the surface of the water, and now that you're in the water, you can see it's clear. It's a little murky, but it's not like black water. It just appeared that way from the darkness of the cave.
All right. I'll keep going further out.
I'll just stay on the beach.
Yeah. Really just want to go in and
I think
also make sure that there's not something in the water.
Yeah.
Jerry's actually going to cast through the spider fly onto Uwe in the hopes that maybe he could scout ahead and from above.
Yep. I'll go up like 15,
Like on
20
the back
feet
of
in the
your neck,
air.
maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, like a little scratchy scratch.
Yeah.
He's very excited when this happens. So yeah, he'll go up 20 feet and start whizzing around, maybe for like 30 seconds, and then go back to like being very vigilant and watching.
How deep is the water if I dive down to the bottom?
Right there where you're standing, probably 6 feet. It's not deep.
Okay, so it's just
It's
like
a
above my head
gradual
level.
descent.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the Whisperer, and I'll say, "Well, at least we'll survive if we get trapped down there, right?" And I will keep swimming outwards underneath the top of the water. So he'll just dive in, and you don't see him anymore. He just keeps going forward.
Okay. You get to a point about here, about 10 feet in front of you, looking down in the water. Sheer drop off under the water. It's now quite deep. You would guess probably 50, 60 feet deep suddenly. So that's cool.
Is the
You
Whisperer
see,
still next to me, or am I out in front?
Not relatively.
Okay. I'll look over at you from underwater and kind of motion to the drop off and ask you non-verbally what you want to do.
Sure. Go down and take a look.
We will keep descending.
okay.
Ragnar's gonna look over at Jerry and be like, "Man,
That
nothing
fucking
like a dome,
curiosity
huh?
again, man.
Nothing, nothing like a dome, huh?" And Ragnar's gonna start taking her armor off.
And
The 10 minutes it takes.
Lucius is going to take his metal arm or metal hand and start scooping out like a place where he could actually put his body and kind of have the sand on the sides for tonight.
All right.
Depending on the temperature of the sand, but you know, if it's not too cold, then yeah,
Earth
he's
is
gonna
Earth.
wanna.
You love it.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's a sleeping hole.
that's all I'm doing. I'm kind of paying attention moderately to the water and stuff, but not really.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to watch them go down where they're swimming. I mean, depending how far they go down, I'm going to lose them. But
Mm-hmm.
As you guys begin to descend downward into the water, you start to notice you're kind of at the top of some very tall seaweed plants that are kind of just growing up from the bottom. And as you swim down, it's actually getting warmer.
I am going
That makes
to
sense.
cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Any other life down here? That seaweed.
Interestingly, you haven't seen a whole lot. There's been a couple fish. Not a ton.
Jerry's gonna channel his familiar to kind of peek over Ui's shoulder while he flies to keep another eye on the water. Let me see. I gotta pull up that block.
Hey man, if they get dragged down at this point, there's nothing we can do, buddy.
That's hey,
Like-
curiosity killed the grim. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, they don't need to breathe. You guys don't need to breathe, right? Both of
No.
you. Yeah.
so interesting question. If I have fly cast on me, would that almost be like I can fly in water? Like I wouldn't have to propel myself?
I don't believe so.
Okay, just wondering.
I could see it either way, but
Fucking Grim and Ulrich are SEAL Team 6 over here. Through the water.
Does anything flare up as magical?
No.
Where I am. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going down, I guess.
Okay. Can I have both of you make a perception check for me, please?
a death
That is a
save.
natural 20,
Heyo!
which means that is a 21.
And I had a 19.
Damn.
Nice.
Y'all boys be perceiving.
Kind of between a bunch of the masses of seaweeds, as they're kind of drifting in an underwater current that you can now feel, wasn't evident on the surface. For a second, as the strands of kelp kind of blow in one direction and then back the other, you think for a second you think you see a woman.
Oh yeah, great.
In what appear to be some green dress of some sort, perhaps tangled in the seaweed, and then a second later it's not there.
I will look over to the Whisperer and give him.
He's already swimming back. You like go to turn. He's
Yeah.
already like gone.
Yeah. Grim will begin swimming back to the surface. Yes.
That's what you think.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that
Hit
hits
who?
me.
Okay.
Should have said I attempt to swim to the surface.
So that does 4 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a saving throw for me to see if you are grappled or not.
Okay. Are we in turn order? Since I have been attacked, can I send a message through Tava?
We are in turn order.
Okay.
Can you send a message through Tava if she can't speak?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I can speak through her.
Oh,
Can
Yeah.
you-
Oh, I
can
might
you
not be.
speak
I might
to
be out
her?
of range. I might be out of range. No, I can speak through her. Through the pact.
If you're what, like, far? Oops. Center. 95 feet to where you're at, and then you're also down, correct?
Why doesn't it tell me what stat it is for the
Take one
DC?
up. Just be like, it's a DC 26. You get
Oh,
snatched up
that
by
has
sea
that
king.
actually has no limit. It is different because of the pact. So I actually would have been able to communicate with her that whole time on the mountainside.
Oh,
You can
okay.
communicate telepathically with your familiar, perceive through its senses, and speak through it in your own voice as long as you are on the same plane of existence.
Nice.
That's really good.
That's
Yeah.
a cool familiar.
I thought that I thought that it was just 100 feet. I thought it was just a regular
So,
familiar rule.
Can you change Tava, or does she always have to be a dragon?
I can change Tava. She's not restricted. Just narratively, she was the familiar that was given to me by my patron, which is
Okay.
why she holds that shape. But technically, she could be a bunch of other things.
You know who usually gives pseudo dragons out as patrons or as familiars is dragons.
That is true.
Or Archfey.
You fucking double crossing motherfucker.
Now, normally I would argue that maybe it's one of the good dragons, but it's Grim. So
He's a snake in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
I'm trying to figure out.
He's probably Venom Fang's brother.
if it's a grapple check, then it's the standard rules.
Yeah, what are
Strength
they? I
and
can't
strength.
find them anywhere.
It's their strength versus his athletic or strength check.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Yep.
Yeah, warlocks. They're all about that.
Grim's okay at one of those two, I think. Athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh, for sure, not either of those.
Do you have a positive?
Can I deceive her and convince her to let me go? Because that'd be great at that.
That's not really where my leg is.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? You have hero points.
I sure do. I do have hero points. I'm going to convince this creature to see the light and follow Erithus and let me go.
Too bad he's not a hero and he's actually a villain. He has
Villain
villain
points.
points.
Hey, anti-heroes are real things.
No, you're just evil. Instead of chaotic evil, you're curious evil.
No, they made a check for my alignment. It was like 4 or 5 sessions ago. Attic neutral.
You can also
What
master alignment.
what'd you get?
What?
What'd you roll?
I don't know what I'm rolling for.
You choose
I know
either
it's...
a strength save,
Oh, I didn't
athletics
know.
save, or acrobatics.
Well, they're the same. So I will do athletics, I guess. Ooh, grim.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, grim.
Oh,
Oh no.
sweetie.
That's a 5.
Okay,
Honey.
you are grappled, sir.
I sure am.
The seaweed strikes out at you and grabs you, and
That's what you
now
get.
that you're grappled, actually begins to pull you down. So you were pulled 10 feet downward.
Okay.
Silver lining.
How?
And I guess we'll do initiative.
even-
We'll start with Grim and Whisper, because you're the only two that would know anything is going on.
Could
Well,
I
I
not,
couldn't have
could,
rolled
could I
that
not have
before?
seen anything?
From above the surface, no.
Okay.
Silver lining is you guys can breathe indefinitely in the water.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
drowning
you're not
underwater.
going to be drowned,
Correct.
which is
But
nice.
I can't, so that's going to be fun.
Well, just don't go in the water.
I can't see anything. I don't know anything's even happening.
I think
I know,
L.
it's
I think
great.
L has a cap of water breathing.
Dude, I'm taking my fucking chest plate off right now. It's so relaxing. It's like when you take your bra off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, man. Except it's a 55-pound bra.
That'd probably feel pretty good.
Laughs and
like
grappled.
I have never worn a bra before, but I have definitely worn a Kevlar vest, and I imagine it's similar.
Yep.
So
Okay. Grim, what are you doing? You are grappled.
Yeah. I am. So I'm grappled by seaweed right now.
You are.
Just passive perception, and still nothing magical that I can see in here.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. Can I perceive how far down the seaweed is going?
Appears
How
to go
long
all
of
the
a...
way to the bottom.
All right. I'm gonna start blasting, but I want to blast like pretty far down, so I'm not shooting it right at my feet at disadvantage.
Okay.
Do you
I'll
have the
cast
ridiculous... Well, would dark vision even apply that deep in water or anything?
I don't know
I
how
still have-
underwater combat works, actually. I never looked it up, and I really should have for today.
Even if
don't
it's
think it
dark
would-
down there, I can still see.
I didn't
I
think
don't
you'd
think
be
it would
that
matter.
stupid.
If you think about
Even
a
if
grenade
it's
underwater,
reduced.
any explosion, like anyone with
But with
lungs,
300 feet of dark
collapsible
vision,
air.
it's probably negligible.
I'm guessing projectiles, physical projectiles, would be
Physical ones. Eldritch Blast would probably fly just fine.
right. Magical.
All right. Eldritch Blast. That is
It-
21 to hit.
Firecrackers due to
It does
fish.
hit.
Oh, that's a D20. I don't use that for damage. I wish.
It would be nice.
That is 14 force damage. And I'm not in Form of Dread, so I don't get extra damage. I guess That's what I should have done, but oh well, I'm already attacking. The second one is a 29 to hit.
That definitely hits. How much
Okay.
damage was the first one?
First one is 14 force damage.
Okay.
And the second one is 12 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let's see.
You don't have like Misty Step or something, do you? Like
No, unfortunately not.
Dimension Door.
Full on teleport.
It doesn't specify with my familiar so I can use a bonus action. Okay, as a bonus action I can command the familiar to take the attack action, but not anything else, at least specified in the rules. So I couldn't use a bonus action to speak through Tava and just let them know the situation. I guess that's up to your discretion,
I'll be fine.
DM.
Sure, go for it.
All right, I will use my bonus action to speak through Tava to Jerry L and Ragna and
Oric
Oric, I guess. Yeah, assuming Oric is also in the bubble
Sure.
or somewhere close.
You could hear it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, trapped about 100 feet under the surface of the water, will be okay.
Can I insight that? See
Sure.
if he's telling the truth or if he's just jacking her chain.
100% he believes that.
See if I roll really low. Rolled an 8 plus 7, 15. Telling the
Yeah.
truth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, my armor's halfway off at this point, so going in naked, boys.
Okay. For
Yeah, but
my
you have to
knowledge,
breathe, don't you?
how far was Whisperer away from Grim underwater, like depth-wise?
I mean,
He was
probably
already
like 10 feet
swimming
behind
up.
him.
Yeah.
About 10 feet? That would actually make a difference. So, what's
Well,
going to happen?
you'd be 20 feet away now because he's got pulled 10 feet, right?
Yeah. So, looking behind Whisper as you are kind of swimming away from this site, you see a bunch of the stalks of seaweed begin to shrink down rapidly and descend down towards the bottom. And then you see kind of coming up towards you now with a swim speed of 30 feet, you see 4 what look like horses, green horses, trampling their way through the water, swimming towards you quickly.
Oh no.
Horses.
And then Grim, the stalk that is holding you is going to begin to wrap around you and crush you.
Oh no.
The 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some shitty damage. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Nice.
6
that.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are again pulled 10 feet deeper.
Okay.
Whisper.
Am I
Your
being
turn.
held just by one?
Yeah.
One thing of seaweed? Okay.
All right. How far am I from the first surface at this point?
You're probably I don't know 20 feet. I don't think you guys made it down that far.
Okay. I'm gonna swim 20 feet up. At least 40 feet of movement. We'll reach the surface and say, oh, got some unfriendly fauna down here. And then I would like to draw my swords.
Nice.
And if anything gets in my range, I would like to attack it.
I feel like as soon as your head would have popped out, we would have just been like smiling and waving at you.
So now I guess we'll do initiative for everyone else.
Yay.
I love it. Pretty good roll.
I also rolled 11.
Yay.
We have a way different initiative modifier.
A little bit. A little bit.
Oh, Jerry.
No, that's Jerry.
That's par for the course. That is exactly where he should have rolled.
He's a 6.
Did we lose Brad?
He appeared to be gone.
Maybe. He's in here.
Rick is a 16. Ragna is an 11. Tava is the same as Mikey B.
Hey, Billy.
He can't hear you. Billy!
Billy, kill me!
My name's not Billy, Grandpa!
Billy!
I have to make a token for this really quickly.
I said, kill me, goddammit.
When I was your age, my grandpa told me to kill him. Hey, God damn it! You gotta kill me.
God damn it, Grandpa.
What is he? He locks him in the bedroom, and what song did he make him listen to?
Oh, is that
Let me-
sail away, sail away, sail away.
That's right. This is what it's like every day.
Yeah. After like a minute, he's like, no, stop it.
You guys need an initiative roll?
Hey, we can hear him.
Yes. This is yes.
My camera go off again?
Yeah, we can't see you.
Y'all motherfuckers
I
want a
put
key
the dogs
change?
out and then,
There you go. Y'all, you dumb motherfuckers want a key change.
18. I could write that down.
Hey, Billy.
Oh.
You doing anything on September 11th?
Sounds ominous.
They have a ticket, airline ticket to go catch. As of right now, no.
Flying to Pennsylvania, maybe New York City.
Depends on my
Nick,
boss.
So is that 18 with the modifier or without it?
Okay, so there's 18 and there's a couple others with 18, so I just put the +4 for the tiebreaker.
That's your dex, right?
I rolled a 14 and then
It's your dexterity. What's your dexterity modifier?
+4.
oh, okay. Let's see here. Might be the same thing.
Yeah, it should be the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. Mine is a +2, so
let's see.
Hey, he could have the
No,
alert
+4,
feat. You don't know.
+4.
I
Monks-
guess he could be
monks
a
are
little.
weird.
Although saving throws, I have a +7, which is cool. To Dex. That's not what you're asking.
Correct.
Okay, +4.
So Brad's above me.
Here's that toy, Andrew.
Do it.
So it's a lamb.
Test it.
Roll initiative.
I didn't hear it.
21 to hit.
It just goes by too fast,
Did
I
you hear
think.
20.
Did you hear it at all?
I'm surprised at how fast
Not-
it
Yeah, not
hears
really.
it.
Hey, Ragna.
No,
Is that better?
No, it's really hard.
It
I
sounds
just
better
hear
in person.
something go.
Yeah. Well, it's a digital sound through a mic, so it works pretty well. You have to
Talk to your
enunciate pretty
phone.
clearly, but okay.
So, how did we all get made aware of
Tava.
Tava told you.
Well,
Or,
Tava
yes,
told
Grim
you
told
everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And the whisper
Grim said it,
came out
so
of the
we
water
knew he was lying.
and then said, "Help."
Help!
Lies are
well,
strange
well,
things for
Trinity,
Grim, though,
help!
because whether he believes it and they are true facts are two separate things.
Do I know Grim enough to know, like, insightfully, like, he says he's fine, but he's actually fucked. Like, he's getting stabbed through the back.
I think you know Grim well enough to know that he's never fine.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that he's getting a hold of us and saying that he's okay is like an indicator that he's like not doing great.
Right. Why say anything at all if you're okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just any time. Is Grim okay? No. Literally any time.
Why is Brendan call him Whiskers? Okay. So with all that in mind, guess it would be L's turn, right?
Yeah, because that first round was a surprise, right? Or
Yeah. Top of the round,
right.
L. What you did?
I'm. Let's see. How does the shadow step work? It has to be from dark. So.
it's pitch
I don't
black in
think I
here.
can do that.
Yeah. So this whole place is your domain.
And so I have to be able to see the location I'm going towards.
You have dark vision.
Yep.
So I can go to teleport 60 feet, you're saying, with a key
Yep.
point?
I
two
can't
key points.
believe you don't have dark vision by default.
Yeah, that is.
That blows my mind.
Is that the one where you spend a key point and you can just cast a series of darkness-based spells
Yeah.
with key points, but you don't have any of them innately, like the shadow path or whatever the subclasses
Way of
are?
the shadow.
Just allow you, yeah,
But he doesn't have dark vision.
right.
Of
You can
all
just get it.
of any class in the game, that should have dark vision by default.
Right.
Does seem
Also,
odd,
as an
doesn't it?
Earth Genasi too. Like,
Well, he can also cast dark vision too, which is like still
Yeah.
he should still have it, but
Oh, bonus action.
Still.
It's not a spell.
it's a bonus action, and then you use your shadow step. I believe.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting confused because there's like Step of the Wind also. Okay.
Oh,
So bonus action to Shadow Step.
Okay.
Two.
We're not without tools.
long
Wizards
ass-
are the best.
You would have to walk outside of the bubble first, by the way.
I know. Oh, I know.
Oh,
This wouldn't
I'm
be the
telling
first time I
Brad
had
he
to
can't-
shut down. Oh,
You
I
can't
see.
shadow step outside the bubble.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So using 10 feet of movement or 15 feet.
yep.
15.
Whatever.
Then you can go.
It's
another
funny
60.
because with 60 feet, I actually didn't see any of their tokens while they're diving.
Hmm.
Okay, so to the edge of my range of vision there as the bonus action shadow step.
So
Do I
difficult
start
to
diving?
display vertical combat on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It's okay. I just want to use up the rest of my movement, which I have 30. But I don't know if water's going to be difficult terrain.
It is. I believe your swim speed is half your normal speed, right?
Okay.
I believe so.
Unless you have a designated swim speed.
Right.
So I can go this way for 15. Can you use dash when you're going through difficult?
Yes.
I hope so, because I just did.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should be able to. I don't see why
So
you
that
couldn't.
doubles it, correct? Okay, so
I hope so, because
Oh, I like
just did.
that grapple symbol. That's pretty cool.
The little hand.
Yeah.
now if I had used movement before I did my shadow step, the remaining movement is what I double.
What? What did you just say?
Hmm?
So I moved 15,
Yep.
Yeah.
shadow
15,
stepped,
60.
so I have 30 movement left.
Yes. Yep.
If I dash, is it doubling the 30 feet,
Full
or is it?
45.
Yep.
So it's 30 plus 45. Okay.
But you can't. Well, actually, you could action dash, right?
That's
Your
what he's
dash
doing.
just
Yeah.
gives you another bit of your base movement speed.
Okay.
So,
So, I get
30
an
because
extra
you get
block
15
to-
from unarmored trait or whatever. That doesn't count.
Which is a fuck ton because you're fast. So the speed or the flash fucking
There.
runs out of the bubble.
Yeah, dude, lifeguard.
Holy crap, so many people go before me.
Dives in.
Throw on my cap of water breathing and swim, jump right in.
Oh, look at that.
Well, that would
I
have
did
been
not
an
know you had
action,
that.
so then you would have to take back 45 feet.
Is it? Oh,
To
okay. So
equip
I'm
an
still at.
item, yes.
All right, that's fine. That could be next turn then. And it won't be as cinematic, but at least I'm further out.
Such a weird image to see, like, oh, I'm just going to put this hat on. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all my movement I can do then. Action, bonus action. So I'm taking dodge would be an action, correct?
It would.
So
You can spend a key point to take a
yeah,
dodge.
I'm gonna do that. Do the monk
Okay.
thing, and end my turn.
How deep are you in the water?
I'm at the surface still because I just went
Okay,
laterally.
you're at the surface. Whisper's at the surface.
How
Grim
deep
is
is your
about,
rope?
what, 40 feet down? Because you've been pulled 20.
And we went up 20. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay.
Is there a dodge token or something, or whatever?
You can make whatever you want.
Yeah.
That grapple symbol is probably what you would use if you're touching yourself for 8 hours.
That's not the symbol I'd use if I touch myself for 8 hours.
I touch myself once and I'm satisfied for 8 hours. Okay, there's a duration.
Yeah, if you're a dude.
Oh yeah, I need to put them. Give them.
Holy shit!
It is Grim's turn. You're still
Holy shit,
grappled.
man.
He's not here.
Yep.
He was either going to do one of two things. He was either going to blast that thing until it let go of him, or try to escape. And there he
Or
goes.
die.
Or die. You know, he was just going to give up on life.
It's grim.
He was like,
He's
he was
got to
like,
die.
That's
Yeah,
a lot of
Papa.
copies, dude. Yeah, let him die. Let his body float to the surface, and then revivify.
So here's the thing: half the time it's his fault, but the other half is just like it just happened to be him, right? Like it's just unfortunate.
This one is very, very clearly his fault. Like really his fault.
Yeah. Well,
100%.
I mean, he wasn't
Hey,
the only
guys.
one swimming in the water, right?
Somebody had to scout before we went across the water. Some of us
Dude.
bravely volunteered.
Uh-huh.
Some of us did.
Oh yeah. You guys wanted to bunker down.
Make sure it was safe before we went to sleep.
Yeah.
So, Grim, you are still grappled. You're 40 feet below the surface.
Are these 5 seahorses still under the water, or are they at the surface?
They are all under the water. There's not a good way to do vertical combat, sadly.
They were pretty much coming up from the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Did I use either passive perception or passive investigation to see if I have any recollection of what these are?
That would be a nature check.
I don't want to use an action for that. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna ignore them. And I'm gonna bonus action dread form. And I will roll for temporary hit points to see if I can get higher. Oh, I already used my temp hit points, so I'll get some either way. 4, so that is 10 temporary hit points. You'll love that. And same as before, I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast the seaweed that is starting to constrict me.
Eldritch Blast.
Do it. You've already hit it twice.
So the first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Are you hitting the
for
seaweed or are you hitting the horse?
the seaweed?
You've hit the seaweed twice and you haven't destroyed seaweed?
I guess.
Is there a giant
very
seaweed
strong.
monster and you're just hitting its hair?
That's what I'm thinking, because it's non-magical, so it's just a really strong piece of plant life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything that works advantageously against plant life, so I'm just gonna keep blasting, I suppose. Let's see.
Keep blasting.
Keep blasting.
Need to look up a stat block for seaweed.
Right. So that is 10 force damage with an additional 10 necrotic damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
You are released from the clutches, sir.
Oh, was it one of the horses that was doing that?
Oh.
You just
Oh.
eliminated a horse.
Oh. Could they be one and the same? Oh.
All right, I'm gonna start blasting this horse then.
So I started blasting.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Kill him. Fucking kill him.
So I natural 20 for a 31 to hit.
Well, that's 20. It always hits.
Right. That is for on a crit I double the dice and not the modifier.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. That is a 9. So 18 plus 5, 23 force damage. Do I double the necrotic dice too?
All
or just the
dice.
attack dice? Hell yeah. So 23
yeah.
force damage and 16 necrotic damage.
For a total of
Is that 40? I didn't hear what you said.
23, 33, 39 damage
on which horse?
on this horse.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Did you say 39 damage?
Yeah, it was a crit.
crit
It was a crit.
Jesus Christ.
So
Hey,
it's already blasted.
Jesus Christ.
That's almost Whisper sneak attack crit damage.
I
Jeez.
know. You need to go outside. You need to go potty.
You talking to your wife?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to help her outside sometimes. To go potty in the yard.
You take a shit in the yard.
Pregnancy, man, it's a beautiful thing.
It's
And
a
I
does
know.
weird stuff. Does weird stuff to you.
And I will use. I will swim up 15 feet. Directly up.
Sounds good.
And then I'm going to take my dog out to the bathroom.
Going to
Is
pop.
Is that a bonus action?
Oric's turn.
I think it's a full action.
You dread formed.
Let's go outside.
Yeah.
Let's go outside.
Oric is gonna say, "Hey, what's going on the other side of that bubble over there?"
Yeah. Hell if I know. They're probably just fucking around.
Realistically, he's gonna march out to the edge of the dock.
Yeah, that's a good move.
And then what can he do from here? He is going to hold his thrown hammer for any enemy breaching the surface of the water. That's the best he's got.
Hell yeah.
Wispy, you're at the surface.
Do I see that one below me? How close is he?
He's a ways away still. He's probably, let's see, probably at its deepest it was 80 feet deep. He's coming up from the bottom. He can move. He's about 50 feet from you still.
50 feet.
Give me a second when I look up underwater rules.
Yeah, underwater rules.
When making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll unless it's a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Great.
Alright.
No short sword, so. How deep did you say it was?
He is 50 feet from you.
50. Wow. Can he can see that far?
That's,
Oh,
Whisper?
you can see 300.
he can see 300.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, dummy.
Okay, so dark vision is not like decreased because it's water.
I don't see any rule that would indicate that. I'm
You mean
along
so
the
it's
same train of
300?
thought as you that it would be harder to see, but there's nothing in the rules stating that, so.
Okay. I would think the 300 thing would kind of negate that too, though. Really.
Right. It's like this, yeah. It's a superpower.
You could probably see 100 feet if we're being sort of realistic, you know?
Yeah, like
I
half.
will swim straight down.
There should be some homebrew thing about that, but take care of it later.
I'll swim down 30 feet. And ready an attack for anything that comes within my range.
Isn't that horse within range? Am I crazy?
I'm
No,
gonna
he's
have to
under, like
get the
deeper.
calculator out again.
No. For some reason, I thought he was only like 60 foot away from the surface.
Ragna.
Fucking chomp out in my leggings. Going to lift up 5 feet off the surface of the ground, move 55 feet. Yep. So I will basically move and then action move. And yeah, I can't see through this water, can I?
From the surface looking in, I would say no. If you're under the surface, you can see.
Okay. That's all. Move. 5 foot up.
Okay. Gary, you holding down the bubble?
No, I'll come out. I'll come out
pops.
here. So with my dark vision, you said this one's 50 feet down, so I probably can't see that after the drop off, but are these close to the surface?
No.
Huh.
Basically, if we're not under the water, we can't see those things. How does
Okay.
Jerry feel about water?
Not great, bud.
Andrew, I forgot to add you to the turn order. I'm sorry.
I
Hey,
guess
don't
I'll
even
come
worry
over,
about it, dog.
I'll come over to the dock, and I can at least get a better angle and see them that way.
It just means he gets to punch more on his next turn. He gets 8 punches.
You even tripped, dog.
I'll let you go next.
Okay.
And
I don't think
I'll slot you
anything.
in appropriately.
Okay. I don't think anything anybody's done would have changed what I did. Or what I'm going to do. So.
I imagine he just would have moved, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
How do birds feel about water?
He doesn't feel good about going underneath the water because he can't breathe.
Yeah.
He cannot breathe under there.
You have a good con mod, right?
Yeah.
Good con.
I have
You have a
+2.
Yeah, as long as something doesn't knock the breath out of you.
Right.
Or you cast a spell or something.
I'm sorry, Jerry. What would you decide on?
I just moved to the dock.
Okay. Ooey.
I'm just gonna get within 5 feet of the water and hold my action to attack any enemies that may surface. But I'm actually going to grab my mace out. And it's going to be lit up as the brightness of a torch.
Nice.
Not that, I mean, everybody can still see, but
Now it's like they can really see.
yeah, maybe they'll be drawn to the light or something.
Ooh.
Or they won't. Maybe they'll be drawn away from it.
It is L's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna equip my cap. Of water breathing.
Nice.
I
know. I was surprised when you bought that and like Grim bought the Dust of Dryness, and I was like, shit. Did they know that I have water things planned? Like, did I mention that at some point?
You guys haven't killed these other ones yet?
No, the one Cap of Water Breathing was on the clearance or something
Mm-hmm.
on the shelf. So I can still shadow step for my bonus.
Well, Uwe lit up a torch, so it is no
Oh.
longer dim light or darkness.
Not bad.
But
Well,
looking
you
down
could.
in the water, I'm gonna see that they're straight below, and use my movement to swim 20 feet down.
Okay.
That's my turn. All right, that's it.
Grimmy.
All right, I'm gonna swim over here, and we're just gonna start blasting. I'm gonna start with this guy right here, which is a 19 to hit.
That do hit.
Okay. That is. Oh, I can never remember the modifier on here. 12 force damage and 4 necrotic damage for 16 total. And for the second blast, again a 19 to hit, which hits. That is 10 force damage and 9 necrotic damage for 19 total. So that is
35.
35 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Tava's turn.
Tava will spin in a circle.
Uwe.
Can't do anything.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
How far are these dinguses underwater?
50 feet.
I'm hanging here.
I actually have to take off early, guys, tonight. I got to take care of
Okay.
something here real quick. Whoever ends up playing Grim, just keep blasting him, I suppose. You can just stay where he is in the water.
I'm honestly okay ending it here. I've had a headache all night. Kind of miserable.
we can stop now if
I
you
can
guys
call
want.
it early.
At least finish up the. Yeah, we at least finish up the round, so we have an
Okay.
Okay.
start at
Yeah,
the end.
whatever you guys want to do.
I'm holding
I'm
my
gonna take it
action,
off.
so
Okay, bye.
I will see you
Bye.
guys
The
at
Kelpie
the one
are
shot,
going-
actually, because I'll be gone the next 2 weeks.
good luck. Bye.
The Kelpie are going to keep swimming towards y'all. It is going to take 30 feet of movement towards you, Whisper, which I believe would put it in range for your held action.
Sure does. That's gonna hit 25.
That
26.
hits.
What does my sword do? Okay, that's max damage. 12 plus 4 for 60 points of damage.
Nice.
I guess I should ask, do they have cold resistance or weakness?
No.
Okay. So, yep.
Okay, and then it is going to attempt to wrap you. Let's see if it hits. It's 18 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
Nice miss, Bozo.
The other two are going to swim. Well, the only people in the water are over here. They're going to swim up Bad at math. 20 feet towards each of you. So, L, that would put this one within range of you if you were holding an action.
No.
Oh, okay. Then he is going to attempt to wrap you with his seaweed tendrils.
Because the item putting on the cap was an action. Is that correct?
That's right. You're right. That is only a 13 to hit. I'm pretty sure that's gonna miss.
Sorry.
And then the one on Grim, it's a 10-foot reach, so should be able to just reach him. That's a natural 2, so that's a miss. Oric's turn. He's still just hanging on the dock, holding an action. Wispy.
I'm muted. I'm going to swing at this guy with both my swords.
Oh, yeah.
First one is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Almost max damage. You have 16 last time, so 15 points of damage.
Oh, I did that wrong. Looking pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Ragna, what are you doing? You just
Gonna,
admiring the boat?
just like, man, this is a sturdy looking boat. Go down underwater. So I have to go down 10 foot. Reach the surface. Do I have any view of these things, or are they still too far down?
If you
Okay.
go underwater, you can see them.
Okay. Yes. I believe you killed the first two.
Okay.
So go
So
down.
I'm just writing them down and stuff.
Yeah. We'll go
Thank you.
down 10, over 20, then through Moonbeam, level 2.
Movie.
Nice.
So it's a 40-foot cylinder. So pretty much I'll cast it so where the Moonbeam is kind of reaching just the top of the water, and then goes down 40 foot.
Nice. Is that what kind of save is that?
That is, I believe it's con, but Moonbeam. Con 15.
It's a natural 18 plus 3.
3 saves. He will take half
Half damage?
damage. Yep. So half of 12 is 6.
Oh, so close. He's hanging in
know.
there by a thread.
I believe, let me double check, I think it's at the start of his turn, he takes damage if he's still in the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So, however that works.
Okay, so it automatically dies next round.
Yep.
Okay. Jerry.
All right.
Yeah,
So if I go to the
fireball the water.
Nope.
Fireball
if I
the
go to
boat.
the end of the dock with my dark vision, do I still have to be below the water to
Yes.
see them?
Uwe is right above them, flying, and can't see them.
All right. In that case, sorry, Uwe, but
Fuck
I'm gonna
you.
cast Dancing Lights, and I'm gonna make basically a 40-foot by 40-foot square and just shoot it down into the water and light up the whole thing.
Okay.
So they would be here, here, you know, like a big square basically that just lights it up underwater to make them visible.
So dancing lights, is it like illuminate a specific
It's
range?
they give off 10 feet of light per orb. There's 4 orbs. And they have a 10-foot radius on each one, so I'm basically making like a square that's 40 foot by 40 foot of light.
Gotcha.
Something like that, yeah.
They have to be within 20 feet of each other.
You're right.
Go
So they're all, yeah, that's like all.
So go.
They have to be within 20 feet of like one of them. So you can make like a string, but they have to be within 20 feet of one of them.
Yeah, move those right ones over one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it overlaps. Okay, I got you.
So light it up. Mm-hmm. That's good.
All 20 feet apparently.
They don't all have to be within 20 feet of each other. They have to be within 20 feet of another light.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could have a string 20 feet, 20 or yeah, 20, 20, 20, 20, and just have a big line that's 80 feet long.
It's got a good range too. Is it 120 feet? Yeah.
Yep.
So are
They
those
should
sitting
be
below
actually
water?
emitting light. Do they look like that on y'all's map or not really?
They look dim on mine. Like it's the spot and no light.
But we can already see, so the light wouldn't do it overlap.
It would allow me to see from above the water, I assume.
Yeah. Sure. We'll say that. Yeah, you can totally see underwater now.
But that would cause
But that-
Ui to
that
drop
was-
into the water, is all.
He sure does. Kersploosh. Flying bird is flying no more.
Dick.
Oh, that was concentration. I was wondering why you were saying sorry, Ui.
Yeah.
I just like cartoon, like, huh? Like, look at
running.
Yeah, like when you're walking off a cliff.
You hold up a sign that says bye-bye.
Yep.
Okay, well that's the end of the round. We can pick up there.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm good
Y'all
with that.
made it to almost the city.
To level 7.
Yeah, look, we made it. Also,
It's funny.
Aaron, I just bought a voice changer.
Oh, okay, cool.
I found one. Yeah,
Katie can use this one then.
For the one shot.
Are both of these Michaels in the one shot?
Yes.
What?
Well,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Barlos and Fitzko are in the one shot.
Hell yeah.
We have too many Michaels.
Yeah.
I know we. Yeah.
I got kicked off the island.
It's not enough.
Reality show called Michael Island.
Andrew.
What was the one with like Michael Ian Black and the other Michael?
It was called Michael and Michael, I thought.
Yeah. Michael
That was a
versus
pretty good
Michael.
show.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, versus yep.
I was going to tell you, Billy, if you're bored on September 11th and want to go to a pig roast at Niggs's place. Just thought I'd tell you.
Pretty far away.
Yep, sure is. What's your schedule like now? I heard your new boss is a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge.
Oh, it's never gonna get old.
Yeah. Huge wiener.
Yeah, my boss is such an asshole. He has this plaque on his desk that says, "The fucker in charge of you fucking fuckers."
Yeah. Best boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, world's best boss mug.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should buy him one,
Spencer
Donovan.
Gifts.
I'm gonna hop
I
off.
figured. All right.
No, we don't know like an exact
we'll
schedule and hours, but it'll be something we'll have to just figure out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do like a 4-day work week.
That would be optimal.
Mm-hmm.
Depends how
Make him
physical the stuff
salaried
is that I'm doing.
and make him work a
Yeah,
lot of
for sure.
overtime for no pay.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Exploit him. You're the boss.
You get paid.
This is America.
He already told me I get overtime.
Yep.
On
Did
a
you get
handwritten
that in
piece of
Big
paper.
mistake.
I did get it in writing.
It actually
Yeah.
is in writing. Yeah.
It's in his handwriting.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. See you guys later.
I
See you, man.
later.
Bye.